What is up, San Antonio Spurs fans? Welcome to TSR Sports, and finally, the San Antonio Spurs are back in San Antonio. The rodeo road trip officially ended yesterday, and this is the Spurs' first home game in San Antonio since what, February 1st or 2nd? They had two home games during the rodeo road trip, but those were in Austin, so they count, but they weren't actually in their, weren't in San Antonio. Gosh. Couldn't get out. Pie's not going to make two. Glazing baking. Didn't even know we played today, but yes, back to back. And we'll see what happens. That was a rough game last night. A great win, but they really could have easily lost that. The game is on ESPN tonight. I'm really curious what Mitch Johnson's going to do with the lineups. Is he going to run hard with CP3 and Barnes the vets again, or is he going to do what he did like last night and let the young guys play? This is clearly not a year we're making the playoffs, so I say give the young guys more playing time. Let's see what we got now and not wait till next year to find out. Daniel Barry, good evening to you. Yes, this is De'Aaron Fox's first game in San Antonio. Finally, the home crowd gets to see him. Andrew, good evening. This is the best team in the Western Conference. Chet Holmgren is out tonight, so that will help, but we're still going to be small. What's going on, Stephen D? Thank you for stopping in. And Tim Duncan, thank you for being here, all googly-eyed. Anthony Barnes with $2 super chat says, here at the Frostbank Center, sitting in section 201. Oh, yeah. Awesome, man. TSR, I posted a video on TikTok and got 100. I know TikTok's a great way to get views. I hate the app. I will never use it. Like making congratulations to you in all seriousness. I will never use that app ever. Can't do it. Good evening, James. I'm sure I could grow the channel if I multi-platformed like that. I hate TikTok. It's just way too much nonsense on there. But you do you. Camacho, $2 super chat says, hoping tonight's game is as thrilling as last night. I agree. Hopefully it's a win. And this game is starting a little late. It's a 7 p.m. TV time, but it looks like tip-off is not until around 7:13. And that's the one thing I despise about ESPN games and TNT games is they take forever. There's probably going to be extra commercial breaks because commercials. Player 51 in the house. Rye bread, what's going on? Folks, he'll have to take them enough to have a. Hey, Blind Squirrel finds a nut. Geo77, what's going on? And again, this is on ESPN. And Glazebag, I'm actually very happy for you. I would love to post videos daily and get 113,000 views. Of course, if that was the case, it was probably my full-time job. If that was borderline full-time job, if I was getting 113,000 views a day, I can't. I really should do a better job though sharing things like Larry from the Dixon Way, somebody I've worked with before. We've done rays on one another. He's on like 5 different platforms. Obviously he's on YouTube. I think he's on Rumble. He's on Twitter. He's probably on TikTok. I know Sir Cardinal or Sir from the Six had a ton of views, get 1 million views on TikTok. I don't know what he's been doing lately. I haven't seen him on YouTube in goodness a year. I don't think he's uploaded content in months either. Maybe he's retired. I don't know. He's been on here a long time. I want our guys to fight hard too, not get blown out. So that's important. Tim, I mean, I know Tim looks a little, I don't know, looks a little big actually. Is he a little big? I mean, he should be taller, but his head looks giant. I mean, I'm 6'4", he's 11, but still, his head looking a little big. Maybe I'll make Timmy just a little smaller. Bring him up a little bit. Oh, I can't bring him up right now. He's floating. All right, we'll just make his head a little smaller. And you know, we'll move me down. Guys, move me down. No, I gotta go the other direction. All right, move up. And like that. Gotta make sure we keep Yodi in the shot. Move that over like that. There we go. That's a little more perspective, I think. This game goes to a win for the Spurs or a blowout, probably. Eduardo, the Spurs have not changed their starting lineup at all since De'Aaron Fox has come in. Well, okay, I stand corrected. They have changed it because Bismack Biyombo has been starting, but as far as the small ball thing with Fox, Paul, Fox, Vassell, and Barnes, that's been pretty consistent. The lineup has not been working. Yeah. Our bench really came through last night. I don't like that lineup. Having 2 point guards out there and two short point guards, I don't think's cutting it. I mean, if you've been in the channel at all, I'm obviously a very huge advocate for having Chris Paul come off the bench, but I don't think it's going to happen because he came. Well, no, the thing is though, we have to look, he came here to help get the Spurs to the playoffs. For the first time in a few years. They're not making the playoffs. He came here to be coached by Pop. Pop ain't coaching. Came here to play with Wemby. Wemby's not playing anymore. Now Darren Fox is a Spur too, so a lot has changed. But I get why the Spurs are sticking with the original agreement. Nintendo, if Fox gets another buzzer beater, that would be back to back. That would be unbelievable. Yeah, Bobby, early game tonight. Thank you for stopping in. I am 6'4", but actually, the Spurs would love to draft me. I fall right in that height that they love to draft. I'm 6'4", have a 6'7" wingspan, I think. But I'm 47 years old, so that kind of takes me out of any draft potential. And the fact that I have never played professional basketball or college. But yeah, a lot of people don't realize how tall I am because I'm sitting on a couch, and especially with Tim next to me, I look I look tiny, don't I? Shoot, I was gonna try to find a picture of Sean Elliott and me. Don't know if it's on my phone. It's probably not on my phone. So there you go, Anthony Bustamante. I can get a 10-day contract from the Spurs. I would do it too. A 10-day contract with the Spurs is, well, it depends on your vet status. If Biamo got over 200,000 for 10 days, I would definitely call my job and be like, "Yo, I'm out for 2 weeks. I'm gonna go play with the Spurs for 2 weeks." Yeah, that would be cool. Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Chuck, how you doing tonight? All right, as usual. And you guys don't deal if you're stopping. Would appreciate the thumbs up. It's fast, free, fun, nutritious, and delicious, and it does help the channel. That's all last for you. Ryan, that's about the extent of my basketballing. I mean, I still play in driveways and outdoor courts, but nothing professionally. I'll do the laundry. Yeah, you know what? 4 paws, I would too. I would too. Being a little sneaky, but sure. Exactly, Andrew. I could be the guy. I could be Malachi Brandon, sitting on the bench not playing. Romeo, good evening to you. If you were LeBron's kid, yes, I would. It's weird because people are saying that they're tanking, but then they won last night. But yet they're blowing leads left and right. They had the back-to-back games with the Pelicans where they blew a 17-point lead and a 19-point lead. Then against the Grizzlies, they actually had a 22-point lead. We were saying 21 in the chat last night, but it actually ballooned to 22, and they blew that lead. So you get the impression they're tanking, but then they won. So if you're tanking, you just let them come back and win. Yeah, I'm a legend. I'm something. Right? I mean, what they're doing is more difficult than I am. Going out there playing basketball 2.5 hours as opposed to calling the game for 2 hours. However, I also have a 40-hour job plus this. They're getting paid substantially more. Substantially more to be out there than I am to sit here. Well, all right, Brad, I'm up for that. It kills good evening to you. Open tryouts. Put me in, coach. Well, playing Chris Paul and Darren Fox is actually, people think that is their way of tanking. They're intentionally running these small ball lineups with Jeremy Center playing Sohan and starting this obnoxiously small lineup to start the games. It's a questionable decision. Um, I'd like to see Jeremy Sohan back in the starting lineup. I'd actually like to see Sohan put in the starting lineup and maybe Barnes come off the bench so we have a little more size out there. I mean, Jeremy's not much bigger than Barnes. I think he's probably heavier, around the same height. But Jeremy's a much better rebounder and defender. So at least we would have Biamo and Sohan out there that are, you know, bigger guys. And Barnes would give us some firepower off the bench. I mean, he's been playing 20, 24 minutes a game-ish. I can't remember his minutes played, but I don't know. Maybe Harrison also has a gentleman's handshake where if you come to San Antonio, well, he actually didn't have a say in that. He was traded. Never mind. Enough Mitch. Mitch has had this look on his face like, he's not going to be head coach. Yeah, Andrew, I can't see any way he's the head coach. Hornets are tanking. The Sixers are tanking. The Wizards are tanking. Hola, Rico. And yes, Kokoshibo, we had 2 home games last month, but they were in Austin. We may have had one to start the month in San Antonio, maybe the first or second game. But the Spurs are back in San Antonio for the first time in like a month. So it's been a hot minute. By the way, everybody's here. Well, my gang is all here. Get a quick boop from Baby Yodi. Really milking that walk, huh? Like being on camera? All right. And running the scoreboard, Headband Grogu with the best headband on all of YouTube. You can get that. And then, oh, Mikey, I wonder who could get the proof. We're in a tough spot because, Egg and getting to you, we don't know Pop's situation. And I think Athlon Sports or somebody, Miss TSR was telling me, somebody did an article recently. I think it was Athlon Sports about how we're kind of hamstrung with not knowing if he's coming back or not because maybe they do know behind the scenes. We don't know. Maybe there is more discussion, but if it's up in there if he's coming back or not, then we can't really pursue the head coach. But if they are doing it behind the scenes and not being public on it, which I wouldn't shock, if the organization Pop already know he's not coming back, we're keeping that on the down low. I think he'll be back on the front. I've been saying this for a while now. I think he's going to be back with the front office, head coaching, a giant question mark. If the decision has already been made that he's probably not coming back, we probably have somebody lined up, and we're just going to be completely in the dark until it happens, which I get because that's the way it is. All good. What time is it? This game should be tip-off should be any minute now. I think it said it should be like 7:13. Um, all right. Anyway, Jay Go Spurs go from the Philippines. Yes, give Fox a surgery. Glazing Bacon, I do agree. He needs surgery. For those that don't know, I think he has a torn ligament on the pinky finger of his shooting hand, which is his left hand. I say get it now to make sure there's no complications before next season starts. Yeah, you still want him to learn how to mesh with some of the guys on the team, but I'd rather have him ready for next year and then start. I don't know, start Castles. I mean, do something. I mean, I hope Castle continues to get 30 minutes, but watch out for Wells from the Grizzlies, who looked good last night. Jalen Wells, is that his name? He could be a dark horse rookie, not a dark horse anymore, but rookie of the year is definitely certainly a chance. SGA, Casey Wallace, Lugans Dort, Jalen Williams, and Isaiah Hartenstein for the Thunder. Yeah. For the Spurs, the usual: Chris Paul, De'Aaron Fox, Devin Vassell, Harrison Barnes, Bismack Biyombo. But watch out, that kid from the Grizzlies, who was a second rounder, I believe, could take rookie of the year. He's not too far off behind Steph on points per game. I don't think his defense is there, but his efficiency is much higher. Now he's on a better team, so that's helping. But still, just this, it's not a lock. Stephon Castle is rookie of the year. So just Steph, you gotta finish strong. Cowboy X Factor, good evening. Miss TSR not in the house, but you are. This is Darren Fox's home opener with the Spurs. YB is back. I wonder if he can't. Maybe he can't travel. I bet he can't travel by plane with this. They're probably saying to try not to travel, so that's probably why we haven't seen him on the road. Yes, James Fox, home opener, Medicare. What's going on? Let's just extra smooth, dude. Let's just not get blown out. That's all I'm asking for. But the Thunder, the best team in the Western Conference. But hey, anything can happen, right? Any given Sunday, players are on the court, and away we go. I was thinking of doing something big for next season. By the way, this crossed my mind. I'm sure you guys wouldn't be opposed to it. Maybe next season, we'll see. Got to see how the channel's doing or TSR is financially. But maybe we do a giveaway with every Spurs win. I don't know. We'll see. I'm throwing that out there. That's something I'm toying around with. What's up, JT? Spurs missed their first shot, didn't see it, so let me focus on the game. Let me fix the scoreboard a little bit. It's a little crooked over there on the right. Let's get everybody on there. There we go. That pull-up jumper is a bank shot and good. Who shot that? Who the fool that shot that? Idiot fool. Didn't see it. Bismack of the Biombo kind drops it out to Fox, over to Vassell. Back to Fox. This is on ESPN again, by the way. If you want to, well, obviously you're probably watching it if you're hanging out. If you have ESPN, Vassell for three, no good. He's by the way, I took a look at Vassell in Basketball Reference today. He's shooting a career worse than 3-point percentage, even worse than his rookie year. He's under 34% now. His 3-point shot has gone 3-pointer in the corner. Case and Wallace drops the three. 5-0. Spurs get it up the court quick. Harrison Barnes. A little crossover into the paint. Back out to Fox and over to Devin. Over to Chris Paul in the corner. Gets a screen with Biombo. Back to the Vassell. Vassell in the paint after a Euro step. The runner is good. Oh, his 2-pointers are going in. But Vassell's 3-point shot's busted right now. He's got something on his shoulder. Wait, what's going on with this? Did Vassell get a tattoo, maybe? Vassell's got a giant bandage like he's gotten a tattoo. Oh, boy. SGA for three. Trey Vassell. There you go. DJ, he's been struggling hard from three. Vassell in the paint. He's hitting his twos. I like his mid-range game and his short game. That has improved over the last couple of games. His 3-point shots disappeared. 8-4. SJ with the ball. Into Hartenstein. Hartenstein. He missed the jump ball. I was trying to do Rammstein with Hartenstein, but it's not going to work. Biombo gets blocked by Hartenstein in the paint. Thunder on the run. Williams throws it out. And the 3-point attempt. Short, no good. Offensive rebound for the Thunder. You might hear that a lot tonight. Follow up three. Jalen Williams for three. And that's what kills me with this team is we give up second chance opportunities. And a lot of the times it's a 3-point shot that we give up. Vassell in the paint. Little jumper is no good, but tipped in by Biombo. It is fresh ink. Or over here. Or over here. I don't know. Somewhere on his shoulder. SGA with the ball at the moment. Throw the cross court. Wallace for three. Oh my God. Guys. Their 3-point shot is on fire right now. Like the Thunder. Like all of them. Fox for three. All right. I've seen Rammstein once. It was nothing. Wallace runner. No good. Offensive rebound for OKC. It's at least two already. SGA, pull up fadeaway. No good. Ball's going to get knocked out of bounds, and that was knocked out by Hartenstein. I hate playing this too, Koshibo. I mean, I was looking forward to a lot of Chemby this year. Every Thunder and Spurs game was televised, but Wemby out, and of course, Holmgren missed a big part of the half of the first season, so I think they only played once, and I think Wemby played really bad in that game. I want to say he had 6 points. 14-9. See Wemby again, though, on the bench, and if you're just coming in, I'm guessing that he could not fly with his issue. No fly zone for him. Knock from the elbow. Okay. It's gonna be a really tough game. Fox already with 5. Who's robbing on the Thunder? Probably Jalen Williams. He was an all-star this year. SGA is the Batman. Williams the Robin. SGA misses a shot. Spurs on the run in transition. It's a 5-on-4. Fox gonna launch a 3. Nope. OKC with the board. Get it up to SGA real quick and loses the ball out of bounds. Good job by the Spurs getting back in transition. CP3 broke that up. You saw Tim Duncan bowling? Yes, Tiger. Emotional support, Wemby. The Spurs should be amped up tonight. I know they had a game last night against the Grizzlies, but this is your first game in San Antonio in a month. Yeah, you're going. The Thunder are 4 or 5 from 3. SGA pull-up jumper good in the paint. 16-11. Wemby cannot check in. He is not medically cleared. I see what you're saying. Actually, if he checked in for 1 second every game, Kokoshibo, that would kill his stats. Barnes in the paint, misses a shot. Yep. Sorry, I got confused there for a second. Wallace on the break. In transition, layup, and 1. Yo, Jacob. 18-11, and we have our first timeout. Be used to that because this is on ESPN. I'm always saying timeout a lot. Biscuit Buddy, the 3-point explosion was one of the worst things to happen for the NBA. Yes, scoring is up, but I think most fans, and I could be wrong, but I don't think it's a lot of fun to watch teams like the Celtics' current game. Watching them fire 50 to 63s a game, it's not basketball. It's not. If you're just running up the court and firing a three, run up the court, fire, you're not playing basketball. You're not running any plays. There's no pick and rolls, no screen. You're just dribble, shoot, dribble, shoot. Like that's what I do in my driveway. I'm not saying I can do what they do. That's how I play basketball. I walk up and I shoot. I have no moves. Your bench has been pretty good lately. Castle going for CP3. Not would improve our defense. That would give us serious size. Castle is 6'6", 210. CP3 6 foot, what, a buck 95. Greg, good evening. I think it's gonna be more timeouts because it's on ESPN. So even if there's not a coach's timeout, we're just gonna see an ESPN timeout so they can get their commercial money in. Take away the three? That'll never happen. I can't see him doing that. Castle more or less than 10? More, Matthew. I'm going more. Way more. I can't unless he's playing absolutely abysmal, which I hope's not the case. More in 10 minutes. If he's playing well and plays less than 10 minutes, then Mitch Johnson should be fired tomorrow. Blazers just lost, still half game ahead of the Spurs. No, wait, we want the Blazers to win. We're not making the play-in, guys. I know it would be nice to. We're, I think, too far at this point and just have too many issues on the team. So we actually want the Blazers to do well. I'm not going to root for the Spurs to lose, but I'll root for other teams to win. Uh, I mean, in the paint, Area 51, I would say that, I mean, we're missing a lot of we don't see as many posters as we used to. There's definitely less dunking, less yeah. I mean, I don't know. Steph Curry really changed the game for better or for worse. And I think the big problem is players like Steph Curry should be shooting those threes. He should be taking 9 to 10 threes a game. Problem is you have a lot of guys that are taking 5, 6, 7 threes a game that shouldn't be, and I think that's the problem with the game now is you guys shooting 35%, taking 8 threes a game. It's actually, I'm just describing them myself at the moment. Yes, they do 4 pods. Yes, they do. Good timeout. We're doing good. This is the 1 seed. I mean, it is. Going to be a tough game for sure. I mean, it's not we Thunder have had our number a lot, but they're really good now. They're the best team in the Western Conference 2 years in a row. Yeah. I mean, Coke shit with the start of the year. A lot of people were very critical of how many threes Wemby was taking because we see how efficient he is in the paint, how unstoppable he can be at times. The pump fakes that he's done here and there this season, where he gets his guy to bite on the pump fake and then he goes around him. And for Wemby, it's 2 steps, maybe three, but it might be two. I don't know, 2 or 3. But he could very easily get in there and finish above the rim if he's pump faking behind the 3 point line. So we just see how accurate it is and how well he plays within the arc and just see him launch 10 threes. I mean, if he's making them, that's one thing. If he's 6 of 10 to 3 on the night, so be it. But if he's 1 of 10, that's when you need to change things up a little bit, I think. So that was, hey, Stephon Castle is in. I see the pineapple. We got 2 pineapples on the court. Who did they take out? They actually took Fox out. Interesting. All right. Castle passes it out to Harrison Barnes for a three in the corner. Good. I thought CP3 would come out, but they actually put Castle in for Fox. All right. I think what they'll probably do is have CP3 play a lot of the first quarter, and then they're going to switch to Fox at some point. Williams for three. Oh my goodness, guys. They are killing the three ball right now. Chet looks miserable on the bench. Well, yeah. Castle fakes the three. Back to CP3. They go around the world to Barnes. A quick catch and shoot three. Harrison Barnes. The 3 point shots tonight, it's raining threes. I'm not going to say hallelujah because I'm not a big fan of the three ball, but there's a lot of threes. Well, there you go. Now you get to Hartenstein wearing he looks like a Green Hornet out there. Castle into the paint. Runner. Little short. Biombo with the rebound. Out to Barnes, open in the corner. Barnes just hit 3 threes. The Thunder have already made 7 threes. Shut the front door. There's no defense in this game. No defense. Nothing. Hartenstein one-on-one with Barnes. He's got a huge size advantage. Turnaround, Jay. Good. Everything's going in. 26-20. We still have over 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Castle out to Barnes. Barnes covered at this point. Over to CP3. 8 on the shot clock. Paul back to Barnes. Barnes is going to have to force a shot. Gets Wallace off his feet. Misses a three. Castle with the offensive board. Turns it. Well, I don't know if he actually ever had possession. I don't know if that's a turnover or not. I don't know how they score that. A three down the other end. In and out. And an offensive rebound for the Thunder. Follow up three by SGA. No good. And I think Hartenstein's going to get over the back on Barnes. Yes, he is. Foul. Spurs ball. We are in the game. We don't want to get outscored by 6 every quarter, though, because we get outscored by 6, then that means we lost by 24. So let's not do that. Hartenstein going to the bench. I got to suspect Kellen Johnson may be coming in for the Spurs. Maybe Champagny. Champagny was really good last night, by the way. I think the Spurs were like so-in checking in, so the bench is coming out. I want to say the Spurs were like plus 23 when Champagny was on the court last night. They played really well when he was out there. Yep, Kellen's checked in. Stefan Sohan. Vassell with his new tattoo. And Barnes over in the corner. Castle almost turns the ball over. It's going to get knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Spurs. They have 10 on the shot clock. Greg, they have 3 offensive rebounds already? Seems like more than that. Spurs ball. 7 on the shot clock. Vassell starts to drive into the paint. Tosses it over to an open Keldon in the corner. Kellen Johnson for 3. I'm glad Kellen Johnson's 3 ball seems to be back. Harlem's game took a 180 when Wemby went down. If we're looking timeline-wise, I feel like when he got shut down, that's when he started playing better. SGA. Jumper. Good. 28-23. Sohan with the ball. Gets it to Kelvin. Kelvin going to start to drive, head down the paint, and he's fouled. I would say once Kelvin starts heading into the paint, there's about a 99% probability he's going to take a shot. King, yeah, the season's cooked, but I mean, I'm still going to be here. I'll be here for every game if possible. We haven't missed one yet. Actually, usually at this point in the season, we've missed at least 2 or 3 games, so we're peaking this season. Castles was open for 3 for a split second. Gets it HB, HB in the paint. I got the Castle. He's now going to take the 3. There you go, Steph. Go to Ghostbird. Go to you. Selena. Good one, Leroy. Selena looks weird today. Yeah, she's yeah. Case and Wallace for 3. No good. Paul's gonna get knocked out by Kelvin, I think. Yeah, gonna stay with the Thunder. Oh, James, you guys are always ahead for the most part. I rarely am I ahead of you guys. I'm streaming this on Sling. I'll be streaming on Fubo next. Well, no, sorry, this month. I got 2 games I need to get it for. The Nets game will be blacked out in my area, and then the Knicks game will be blacked out. So I think I just need to get it for 2 games. Whatever. They complain about Blade Runner. Hello, Aqua. Another timeout, by the way. Timmy, can you get in there? How old is Tim? Tim's like around my age, isn't he? 47-ish? Now, Andrew, I agree. If we lose tonight, so be it, Jedi. Hey, listen, this is the best team in the Western Conference. If we lose, it is what it is. But I don't want to see us get blown out. And if they compete hard all night and keep it close, and keeping it close, I would say be anything under 10 points, then I will be happy with the game. I prefer we win. Probably not likely against this team. Yeah, so Aqua, I live in Central Connecticut, and it really sucks because I have 3 teams that get blacked out for me now. Last year was 2 The Celtics games are blacked out again. Thankfully, the Celtics games on NBA TV, so that should just be watchable here. If it's blacked out because it's on NBC Sports Boston, I'll have that with Fubo, so I'll have access to that game. But the Celtics games blacked out, the Knicks games, and the Nets games. I'm like 2 hours away from almost all of those. A little Boston's closer. I'm not sure about the Knicks, how far away they are, but everything's 90 minutes to 2 hours away. And not in the same state, and they're blacked out. Stupid. Paisan, by the way, I know you got the Paisan won the Spurs team set last night. That will be arriving at his house, I believe, Tuesday. Staying close to OKC on second night. Yes. So Aquavision, the New York Giants games are weird. They used to be on all the time. Over the last 5 years, I've seen kind of a shift a little bit where the Patriots would being in Connecticut, the Giants and Patriots. It's kind of a weird thing. The New York teams and the Massachusetts teams are the home teams. So the Giants games would be on Fox usually every Sunday at 1. The Patriots every Sunday on CBS at 1. And lately they've been moving some of the Giants games to CBS. And when the Giants games are on CBS, they're not shown where I live because the Patriots are always going to be shown instead. So last season, I think 4 or 5 games I couldn't watch. So a lot of folks asked TSR, why'd you call the Giants live? It wouldn't be worth it. Like one, I'm not a big fan of calling football. So that's the first thing. You think there's a lot of timeouts in these games. Football is even worse. But to stream any sports team, if you're going to grow your channel and gain an audience, you have to call every game, just about every game. For the NBA, you can miss, a few games here and there. For baseball, you probably miss more than a few games because there's so many of them. With football, there's only 17 games, and here's the playoffs. You need to go for at least 16 of those 17 games. And I can't where I live. It's just not plausible. Harmonio, good evening. Who's hurt for the Yankees? July 26th, what's going on? E, thank you for stopping in. What happened? I didn't hear about a Yankees injury. My uncle's a Yankees fan. Usually, if something bad happens, he's like texting me right away. I wonder if poor Stanton's hurt. I hated when we got him. Never a fan of it. He's healthy. He's a great player. SGA, fade away good. But the dude's been on and off hurt his whole career. Charles, I don't know how many points he has right now, so I really can't answer that. But I feel like he's got at least 8. Castle gets it to Champagny. Champagny back to Sohan, and it's going to be a turnover. I think that's going to be on. Oops, Jeremy steals the ball back. Jeremy into the paint. Turns the ball over. Bad pass at that point. That was just that was ugly on all ends there by our Spurs. SJ with the ball now, 1-on-1 versus Champagny. Gets it out, and the offense is going to reset a little bit at 10 seconds. Alex Caruso into the paint, fouled by Kellen, and 1. You can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him. Holy moly, I just realized one of the guys I work with looks like Alex Caruso. Similar beard, shaved head. Oh, he has 7? Gosh, if he plays the whole rest of the first quarter, I would say yes. If they pull, wow, what happened to Alex Caruso? He got punched in the face. Alex Caruso's got a shiner. He must have taken an elbow or a fist. He got something in the face. Stanton may retire from his injury? What? What the heck did he do? Who got? Oh, jeez. So everybody getting hurt already. Can the Yankees void out the contract that if he retires, it's like he doesn't get all the money after that? I would hope. I don't think he does. I see medical retirement with Joel Embiid too. I've never heard of that in the NBA, so I haven't researched it. Turnover by the Thunder. Violation. I don't know what the violation was, but it's gonna be Spurs ball. 33-26, 4 turnovers for the Spurs right now, only 2 for the Thunder. We're down by 7. I like to keep it 3 and under if possible at the end of the first quarter. Fox is checked back in, gets it to Sohan. Sohan stops in the paint, kicks it out to Champagny, corner 3. A lot of three-point shooting this game. Tennis elbow. Tennis elbow is, I mean, it goes, usually goes away, doesn't it? Usually tennis players get that as well, which is why it's called tennis elbow. Turnover, ball out of bounds by the Thunder. Wiggins couldn't hold on to it. Spurs ball. I said get it to three or less. Well, they're on their way. Thunder come in 48 and 11. The Spurs 25 and 33. Aaron Fox with the ball. I see Fox, Johnson, Sohan, Champagny, and Castle. Champagny for three. Okay. Good night. Champagny with 6 points already after just checking in. Both teams really shooting the three well tonight. Aaron Wiggins for three from the wing. Wow, just both teams chucking threes and they're going in. Keldon out to Castle. Castle's going to fire three at the top of the key. Oh my God! What is this? Mike, what's going on? This is crazy. Everybody's chucking threes. SGA for three. What the hell? This is stupid. Fox turns it over. Killed the Spurs momentum with that. I thought they were going to hit another three themselves. Wiggins going to start to drive. Gets blocked by Sohan. Nice, Jeremy. Slinging some D. Champagny over to Keldon. 16 on the shot clock, so the Spurs obviously cannot 2 for 1. Keldon 1-on-1 Caruso, a little crossover behind the back dribble, out to Castle. Long three from the. Oh my God, Steph! What the hell? Castle with his third three. What are these guys drinking tonight? Williams open in the paint, throws down a dunk. Well, dunk greater than a three. Castle with the half court three. Nope. Steph has taken a lot of half court threes at the buzzers. His percentage is under 30%, but I think if he took those all away, it'd be pretty darn close to 30%, which is still below the NBA average. He takes a lot of those. I know he doesn't care. I don't know. I know he doesn't care about stats. Doesn't seem like it, but he is the guy that's always taking the three-pointer with like 2 seconds left on the clock. This is a crazy first quarter. All right. Um, we got a game. We got something. I think that three-pointer counted. He got it off before the clock. Let me see. Maybe he didn't. Said he's 3 of 4. I don't know. It just kills me that he takes so many end of half, end of quarter threes for the team, and they almost never have a chance of going in. Paints his 3-point percentage. 41 to 38, though. This is all right. I said, I said keep it to three or less. We're at three. I'll take it. I just messed up the lineup on that line. There we go. Yeah, adjust that a little bit. Somehow I moved the thing on the players on the court over on the right, so we'll move it up. There we go. Now I can see everybody. All right, let me get the chat back up. My apologies. I was tinkering around with things. So many threes. Duncan is shocked. Me and TSR have been telling you that he has that. Oh, listen, I did a video on that and got criticized for that. Are you talking about Castle? Oh, wait, no, you said me and TSR have been telling you that. Oh, thank you, Wilson. Me and TSR have been telling you he has that. I said, yeah, I did about that a while back. What's up, Mars? I didn't, was saying that with Castle, I kind of see that mama mentality that Kobe Bryant had. Of course, I mean, well, how you dare you compare him to Kobe? I'm like, I'm not saying he plays like Kobe. I'm just saying I see that killer instinct that you see in certain players, and also that ability to brush off playing poor and still go out there and go for it. Austin, I'm excited about Castle. And if he gets Rookie of the Year, there's a pretty good chance. It's not locked in stone. The kid with the Grizzlies, Wells, is it Jalen Wells? There's a lot of Jalen's. I'm getting confused. He's playing extremely well, very efficient. He's also on a better team, but then again, maybe that'll hurt him being on a better team. He might have less opportunities. If Steph can average 18 to 20 the rest of the year, that could help him lock it up. No, Joe. Fox and Paul are still starting. We're still in that doing that really small ball lineup. CP3, Fox, Vassell, Barnes, Yamo. I think that's gonna be the starting lineup be the fourth starting lineup. Be the starting lineup for the foreseeable future. I don't really want to compare him to Kawhi. It's tough because everybody's saying Castle reminds them of Russell Westbrook or SGA in some ways, or Drew Holiday. I'm like, he's just the first step on Castle. Cooper, I think so. So, I mean, if he ends up being the best player to that draft with the fourth overall pick, and the crazy thing is, credit to the Spurs, because I think I did a video on this before the draft. Not too long before that draft, there were rumors going around that the Spurs weren't interested in Stephon Castle, which clearly they were because they drafted him. CP3, 7 minutes, 1 rebound, 1 assist, and you got triple single. Castle reminds me of Castle. That's very deep. 3-point field goals. The Thunder are 7 of 11. The Spurs are 10 of 14. Both teams are not going to be able to keep that up. Well, here's another three for the Thunder. That one's no good. That was Aaron Wiggins for three. Spurs get the ball, and now we have a foul. What's up, Levi? 1-4 in the draft. So, Levi, I thought about that. What if that did happen? I don't think we can draft two guys top 4 due to the massive salary issues that we would have over the next, with Wemby's rookie extension, Castle's rookie extension, and then you have a number 1 and 4 again. That's just not feasible. If we were to get the 1 and 4, I draft first overall. So, and for 3, it's in the party. He doesn't want these. I would obviously pick Cooper Flag if he declares for the draft first overall. From what I'm hearing about him lately, the offensive repertoire is there. He's young. He's a great defensive player as well. He's 6'10". We're missing a forward, a 3D, 3 and D forward. It sounds like he can be that guy. The fourth overall pick, I would trade down. So in the paint, layup good. Spurs took the lead. But I would trade down if somehow they get 2 top 4 picks. Take a big with the other pick. Trade down for somebody that's, I would trade down. Ooh. Jalen Williams takes it up and throws it down with 2 hands. J Dubs, because there's 2 Jalen Williams on the Thunder, which isn't confusing at all. Kelvin out to Castle. Castle to catch and shoot 3. A little short. All tied up at 43. What a fun game tonight. Hopefully you're in a position where you can watch it as well on ESPN. If you are not, though, hopefully the play-by-play is giving you a good idea of what the hell was that. Hartenstein just launched the ball into the audience. He is wearing that Green Hornet Kato mask, so maybe he had a little trouble seeing because he just threw that over everybody. I heard the announcer saying he said he's had trouble seeing, so all right, there you go. Spurs ball, Champagnie for 3. Nope. All right, let's not just only shoot 3s. 2s are good too. Carla Fall and Sohan on the other end. Jalen Williams going to the line for 2. I think Jeremy's better this year. The injuries certainly have affected him. Playing out of position again, probably not helping with the small ball center Sohan lineup. Maybe trade down and take Newell. That's what I was thinking, Levi. Trade down. Yeah, that's really the biggest long shot ever, probably for NBA lottery odds for the Spurs to get 2 picks in the top 4. It is extremely unlikely. I will be happy with 1. Sure, play like Poop for Coop is a thing. Getting Cooper Flag. I would be happy if we climb in the top 4. I'd be extremely happy. Would prefer the first overall pick, but so would any NBA fan that's a fan of a lottery team. Aaron Fox in the paint. Layup is blocked by Jalen Williams. All right, he's a full infinity on that one. Thunderball. 9:40 to go, 45-43. From the elbow, Williams no good. Keldon with the rebound. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Gets it to Castle. Castle one-on-one with Caruso. Caruso, good defender. And he's going to have to pass it back to Sohan. Champagne with the ball right now for the Spurs. Gets into the Sohan in the paint. Jeremy jumper, good. Or jumper layup, whatever it is. It's tied up at 45 again. The green apple. What's up, Mac Vintage? They are playing good so far, but we haven't hit the second half yet. Jeez. Another three. Thunder up 48-45. Just a three-point fiesta tonight. Cast with the ball into the paint. Stops, pops off the glass. Good. He's out there. He was going in the paint. He stopped right at the edge of the paint near the post. 48-47. Castle with 11 points already. Right stuff. Wiggins from the corner. No good. Darren Fox will bring it up for the Spurs. Gets into the paint. Out to Castle. Open for a corner three. Oh, it went in. Sorry. It bounced off the rim, then went up off the backboard, hit the rim again, and then it went in. All right, we'll take it. 50-48. We already hit David Robinson's number. Hartenstein fouled in the paint. 5-0 Racing. This is a good one tonight. Cooper, what's going on? This has been a fun game. By the way, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do so. It does help support the channel. We are at 4. That can't be right. We are at, I can't move. We only have 62 thumbs up so far. Small crowd, Sunday night usually hurts. ESPN not helping either. But those of you are here, make sure you hit the thumbs up. It does help support the channel, and we can get some more folks in here. This has been a great game. Showing up, what's going on? I just realized everybody in Texas, though, this is really early for you guys. Sohan for 3, no good. It started at 7, which would be 6 o'clock your time. So yeah, it's a little bit early. Andy, I didn't even know the Oscars were on. Do people still watch that? That 3 is no good. Offensive rebound for the Thunder. The putback by Hartenstein, no good. Kelvin Skies for the rebound. Oh, my clock's not running. Dang it. Jeremy in the paint, loses the ball. Well, gets it back. And timeout Spurs. All right, I'll get my clock fixed here. Rambo in that. Oh, hey, Rambo. Ian Rambo, what's up? Great last name. Love it. We beat the Grizzlies and our competitor with the, well, Son of Scarlets. I think we have to hit the pause button on that because the Grizzlies didn't have John Morant, Brandon Clark, or Desmond Bain. I know we were out Wemby, but they were missing multiple guys. The Spurs still won. I'm not taking anything away from the Spurs, but this is more, I think, an even matchup. They don't have Chet Holmgren. We don't have Wemby. Wemby's obviously a bigger part of our team, but still both teams without their big man. If we can beat the best team in the Western Conference, hey, you know what? We don't even have to beat them. We just need to be like Rocky from Rocky 1. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen an almost 50-year-old movie, but if we can just go the distance and hang in there, you know what I mean? Then I'll feel like it's a win. Mitch with a clutch timeout. Yeah, Mitch, actually, I feel like Mitch has been doing a little better lately. As in last night. Actually, last night and tonight. I wonder if Pop's, from what I understand, Pop blasted the team. I hope he blasted Mitch Johnson as well. Seriously. And lit a fire under his butt. Hey, you might be the interim coach, but while you're the interim coach, be the coach. And get out there and coach. So run the table. Tracy, I did a video, I think, called Stephen Castle is him. Carrie Houston, what's up? Thanks for stopping in. This has been a great game. It surely is. What's up, Beavis? Thanks for stopping in. By the way, quick cheap plug alert while we're in a commercial break. If you haven't checked out the second channel for old TSR Sports, which is called I Make Crap, it's actually called that. I'm going to put a link in the chat. Every channel I've had that's failed on YouTube, I'm putting up there. Now, it's not to say the content's bad. It just never caught on. It's actually some of it's catching on now more than it ever did back in its heyday. And I think it's because I'm using better titles. Like I did a cover of Slayer's Raining Blood back in 1998, which was abysmal. And I put, I did a terrible cover of it, or maybe that's coming up. No, I put a Cannibal Corpse cover up saying I butchered Cannibal Corpse's Covered in Sores, which is a kind of a funny working with the album title. But anyway, what I'm saying is the titles are much better, and there's a lot of cheap, bloody violence in the low budget films. There's movie reviews if you love the '80s. There's really, really bad music right now. It's going to get better throughout the years. And if anybody subscribes to the channel, you're going to really see a pleasant change over 2 decades from where I was musically to where I am now. Cheers to you, man. That's agua. July 26th, I start going hard with the draft stuff once we know we're picking. I might do a little bit of stuff here and there before then, but really, once we know we're picking, because we're still going to have a month between the lottery results and the NBA draft. The Spurs won't be playing, so I'll need content to make, obviously, for us to discuss. And that's when we're really going to start to hit potential draft picks. Right now, it's only March. We have no idea where we're drafting. And, 2 years ago with the Wemby thing, I barely did any draft videos. And then we get the first overall pick. There was no point in doing draft videos. We were drafting one guy. So I talked about Wemby, did a couple videos on Wemby, and that's going to be the same thing this year. If the Spurs luck out and get the first overall pick, I'd be shocked if they didn't pick Cooper Flag. So we would only talk about Flag for the first pick and then explore the second pick, if that happens. Not likely, but I'm still a pipe dream, going to hope. Kelvin with the ball for the Spurs, 3 on the shot clock, spins around the paint, jumper is, wow. That was solid, Kelvin. Yes, July 26th, yes. Once we know right when we're picking, we're going to hit the NBA draft coverage hard because it makes sense, right? That's a miss for the Thunder. Spurs ball. I blanked out for me when I was thinking of the draft. That's going to be so much fun in May. We'll be live for that. Kelvin for 3. Ooh, that was off. Kelvin from the wing, no good. Thunder ball. Miss TSR, I think 99% chance will be joining me for that. Ooh, we have a hard foul on the Spurs on Biombo trying to break up the alley-oop. My clock's still a little behind. I think Miss TSR will be joining me for the lottery night. I can't imagine she wouldn't be. And I think she'll be here for the NBA draft as well because there's a lot of mock drafts that, with our second pick, have us taking Liam McNeely. For those that don't know, Miss TSR went to UConn, and she's a huge UConn fan. So if the Spurs drafted a second UConn player, oh my God. It is Thunderball. And another whistle. Is that an and one? Yep. Jalen Williams and and one in the paint. OKC, okay. When is OKC going to be a championship team? Tim Duncan looks like you are. Yes. Maybe he's not, Juan. But when are the Thunder good enough to go all the way? Is it this year or are they not there yet? Made it 53-52. Because they were best team in the Western Conference last season and didn't go all the way. So I mean, when are they good? When are they going to be that team? Champagne with the ball for the Spurs out to Kellen. Kellen puts his head down, drives in the paint. Right up the wow, that was a tough shot with bodies all over him. Kelvin with the bucket, 54-53. And I'm so glad Kelvin's playing better now. Now we just need Devin Vassell to find his three-pointer, and both guys will be back on track. Wow, that was a crazy off-balance shot. I think that was Williams with the miss Spurs well. I mean, whether you like Kelvin and Devin or dislike both, if they are playing well and you want them gone, that increases their trade value in the offseason. Barnes forces his way into the paint, way high off the glass. The Spurs are attacking the paint, and I like it. Timeout, OKC. I would love for one of our picks to be either Derek Queen or Thomas Sommer. I see Danny Wolf coming up a lot. I don't know a lot about him. Definitely a player we might look at when it gets closer to the draft. Sarvos, anything to you? SGA wants it. Only team I see beating them. What was the only team, Kerry? OKC to championship contender this year. Oh, no, they're definitely a championship contender in September. I'm not saying they're not. My ears are itching. But are they going to go all the way this year? Or are they going to get knocked off in the playoffs again by somebody? Who knocked them off last year? Was it Dallas? I know Dallas won all the way in the finals. I don't remember who was in the Western Conference final. It wasn't Dallas and OKC, was it? I honestly don't remember. I'm blanking. Thank you, Bobby. He says, smash that like. Is there a possibility we could still push for Tracy? The Timberwolves. That's right. The Timberwolves knocked them out. Okay. The play-in really, we would have to go on such a massive winning streak. And sure, it's not impossible. But without Wemby, it's probably not going to happen. So I would say play-in probably not. Plus, the Warriors got better with Jimmy Butler. I think last I checked, they were playing very well. Okay. Mavs knocked them out in six. I think they lose in 7 game series. They're too young for single leagues. Need better bets. Okay. I don't know. It seems like your expectation normally is the best team in their respective conferences show up in the finals, but obviously it doesn't always happen like that. Yes, Sir, hello to you. Elaine saying OKC first round exit. That Bobby, that was a really tough finish. Brian, a lot of folks want Brett over Mitch. I'm telling you, do you think he is 2K like the video game? Is that the reference? Oh, come on now. LA has been getting swept by the Nuggets a lot recently. Dallas beat them as all right, big so Dallas. Okay, got it. OKC may still be a year or two away from a championship. They need more experience. That's true. Not, you're not wrong. We're in a commercial break, and these commercial breaks will probably be a little longer than normal because it's on ESPN. So they got to get their ad revenue. I'm sorry, they're showing a commercial. What? Oh, the Lakers must be playing next Saturday or something. Wait, is it the Lakers and Celtics next Saturday? That's a big game. That's the two marquee teams. Sunday showcase, or maybe it's next Sunday. I don't know. ESPN's all over the place with this commercial. I thought they were advertising for a Lakers Celtics game. Lakers at Boston next Saturday. Wow. I'll not be watching that. I'll be watching. I'll be at Hooters watching the UFC. Although that game will probably be on somewhere. If OKC plays the Warriors in round one, we'll see. Andrew, I don't know. Bear's probably sleeping. And Michael, I have no idea if SJ had free throws. Oh my gosh, they're showing Mitch Johnson coaching. He's actually yelling, Mitch, Mitch, is he coaching instead of just doing this? I I I like it. All right. Look, I don't think Mitch is the guy, but seeing him actually, get out there and showing some that's a missed three for the Thunder, showing some, you know, mm, which I haven't seen much this year. He's out on the sideline like this now, but I think that's just the way he watches the game. Biombo with the ball, drops it off to Kelman. Kelman back out to Vassell. Vassell for three from the corner. He cannot shoot the three ball. No more chill guy Mitch. There you go. That runner of pain is good by SGA. We got a 1 point game. Spurs up 56-55. Under 5 minutes to go. Appreciate y'all hanging out here on a sunny night. Long Spurs weekend for me. Back to backs are always tough to call. It doesn't give my voice a rest, but I got to be here for you guys that can't watch it. And for those of you that can watch it, some of you don't like ESPN's announcers, so I appreciate it. Spurs ball, 4 on the shot clock. Offensive foul on Calvin. 56-55. Maybe Mitch is finally realizing that he's on the coaching and making. Okay, I had to read that on like buns and coaching. The third quarter is going to be huge for the Spurs because the Spurs are so bad lately in the third quarter. SGA gets fouled down the other end. I got to run 5 seconds off my clock. He might have. Four pause. I heard I heard that Pop yelled at the Spurs, like chewed him out. I don't know how much truth there is to that. SG at the line for two, no good on the first one. Um, if he's firing up the team, you would hope he would fire up the head coach as well. Wait, do the Spurs have zero free throws? Gracie, is that correct? Do we really not have any free throws? No. Made one of two. Castle's checked back in for the Spurs. CP3, little give and go with Castle. Back to CP3. He's open for three. Made the three. Spurs up by three. Smoke, what you got him? He praised his first nets. Well, that's not what I thought would happen, Robert. Dort for three from the corner, no good. Offensive rebound for the Thunder. Short now in the paint. Gets a dunk. 59-58. CP3 brings it up the court. Sprints into the paint. Well, runs. I don't know if CP3 is sprinting anywhere these days. Spurs offense were reset with Vassell and three-point land screen with Sohan. Vassell out to Castle. Castle puts his head down and gets into the paint. Tough layup in traffic, no good. Fouled, going on the line for two. Castle, no fear going into the paint. Like it. Spurs trading. Yes, I agree, Marauders. I could see us trading down one of those picks or out. I mean, last year we had the fourth and eighth pick, and they traded the eighth pick away. Maybe they draft their higher pick and then trade the second pick. Castle 14 points in 12 minutes tonight. First free throw. Good. What is Castle's career high, guys? Is it 30? You were correct. You've said offensive rebound for the Thunder more than a son of Scar. I said I'll be saying it a lot tonight, and I'll say it more than you say, sir. Terry, I actually meant CP3 was sprinting. And then I realized he don't sprint anymore. Castle, I think, missed the second free throw. I was looking at the chat. 60-58, 3.5 minutes to go. Nice ball blown by the Thunder. Corner three. In and out. Castle with the rebound. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. Castle looking for a screen with Sohan. Nope, just kicks it out to Barnes. Over to Vassell. Vassell's going to take off on the paint. Layup is good. 62-58. Tough shot, but he made it. And Vassell's really been playing so much better with the two ball. His three ball is gone. And John, I don't think we're going to make the play-in. I think we've put ourselves in a position too far away now. The Western Conference is deep, and I think we're in the 12th spot right now, 12 or 13. We're only at 13th right now. Portland's what, a half game ahead of us? I don't remember. I want to be optimistic, but I don't think a play-in's possible. Let's grow, play the best basketball we can, and there'll be a lottery team. We'll probably be like around the 10th spot when it's all said and done. And hope we move up like Atlanta did last year. Atlanta jumped from 10 to 1. It's possible. But trying to get in the play-in without Wemby, I just don't see it. If they do, that would be a Cinderella story. Welcome back, ladies and bacon. Oh, career high. I think Area 51 just put that in there for me. 33. Oh, Renzi got to 33. Oh, CP3 for 3. Okay. Yeah, 4 pies. He's been playing well tonight. Largest lead in the game from the Spurs, I just heard. 5 points, but it's still the largest lead. Castle's going to be guarding SGA. Williams, a tough off balance. Oh my God, that was a very difficult off balance jumper. That guy can just shoot the ball. Sohan drives in the paint. Layup. One. Down it. Cavs are 50 and 10 to get to 70 wins and need to go 20 and 2. I don't think we'll get it. I don't. High 60s. Castle has a game high plus 14 in 13 minutes. Venice, I'm glad he's out of his slump. And it really was that garbage time game against the Pelicans where he was scoring a lot of points against the second and third unit for the Pels. And listen, get him where you can get him. He was good last night. He's been good tonight. You don't mess with the sun. Exactly. What's up with Tim? You can't believe what he's watching, Ernie. Spurs are beating the Thunder tonight. SGA runner, no good. Foul going to the line for 2. Big Colin, what's going on? So Wemby is in the house. This is also the Spurs' first game in San Antonio in a month. Last night was the last night of the road trip, so I would hope that he motivated. Nice, Andrew. First free throw is good. Did I say Pelicans? Oh, dang it. I need to get chucked. The video game will score 15. And, oh, is that SGA? SGA is having a good game. I think I just saw he's in. Does he have 18 points? Spurs up 60, 64. Oh, no. SGA has 19 points. Jeez, he's on pace for about 40. Fox in the paint. Runner's no good. Almost got his own board, but nope. Loose ball now going down the other end of the court, and it falls in the hands of Don Vassell. Vassell gets it up to Sohan. Sohan in the paint, drops it off the Castle, and now we have another foul. Why not? I don't know if I've never called SGA the video game, but he was referencing SGA as like a 2K player, so I know that's who he was referencing. I don't know if that is a nickname. Joining Chung, what's going on? We are, but the dreaded third quarter, it's not too far away. Oh, I said it appropriately. So for those of you that don't know, during last night's live stream, your boy struggled in the entire first half. I kept calling the Grizzlies the Pelicans. And I think one, you guys were joking, it was PTSD because of the two huge blown lot. We're in a timeout right now. I think maybe a challenge by the Thunder. Anyway, I called a back-to-back game with the Pelicans before that Grizzlies game, and I just had Pelicans embedded in my head for some reason. This is a very fast Spurs game. Fast-paced Spurs game. We're in a timeout though. SGA trying to act like he can smack Castle's hand. We're playing different without Wemby, by the way. I don't want to sit here. There's going to be the small percent of the fan base say, see, we're better without Wemby. I don't agree with that. I don't think the Spurs entirely know how to play with Wemby yet because he's such a unicorn and there's been really nothing like him that they haven't really adjusted to having him out there. Because there were times where players would just stand there and watch Wemby. People aren't moving without the ball. Off the ball. I think our ball movement's better. I think more players are getting involved, taking shots, and not just, looking at Wemby like, do everything, big guy. Let's see if there's a foul here. Well, SGA did hit his arm, so I don't know if the block is before Castle. Dort's the one that punched the ball out. Castle. Oh, he's in on the arm. Dort hits him on the arm. Big time. That's a foul. All right, Ghost Spurs go from the Philippines. Yeah, Glazen, that's fair. It was Dort. That's a foul on Dort. They're reviewing it. That's going to be a foul against Dort. That should be. If there are any Thunder fans in the chat, I'm obviously a Spurs fan. I'm biased for the Spurs in the fact that I'll be rooting for them, but I'll call it like I see it on the court. If I didn't see a foul there, I would say I don't see a foul. Everybody wait. These coaches' challenges sometimes are taking way too long. Lou Dort makes okay. I was getting worried when they started that, saying SGA does not make contact. I'm like, but what about fouls on Lou Dort? The challenge is successful because they're changing the foul from one player to another. Okay. Max Vintage, Joel might be done for his career. That dude just cannot stay healthy. That's clearly on Dort. Dort's arguing. Yeah, that's where you hit him on the arm, butthead. You hit him on the arm. It's clear as day. He's still talking to the refs. Oh, Castle's going on the line for two. They are, and one. 68-64. Both teams are in the bonus, by the way. Castle and his pineapple at the line for two. Bounces around the first one, and it's good. Spurs just 69 to Thunder. What's up, T-Gunk? 82. Go Spurs, go to you. Castle at the line for one more. Free throw. In and out burger. Rim was not kind to Castle on that one. 69-64. SGA one-on-one with Castle. Nope, passes the ball away. Jalen Williams in the paint. Jalen Williams good. I can show the game. I'll show it now. Sucker! Well, Sheila, he's been shooting the free throws a little better lately. He went 1 or 2 there. Fox for three. Speaking of getting the 3-point shot back, nice to see Fox shooting over 10% from three. He had a rough stretch of game there. Williams thinks about a three, pulls it down, drives, kicks it out. Wallace for three from the corner, no good. Castle with the rebound. Steph will bring it up for the Spurs. Steph over to Vassell. Vassell's three. Thank you, Devin. Finally. He missed his first few. His three ball has been really, really off lately, so I hope he can get into a groove. Spurs with their biggest lead of the game, up by 9. The Thunder can 2 for 1 here if they time it right. SGA is going to foul in the three-point land. Bad foul by Chris Paul. That was a terrible foul. Yes, Vassell made a three. It's Chris Paul, a 47-year veteran in the NBA, gets off his feet and fouls the three-point shooter. SGA's first free throw is good, 75-67. Can we skip the third quarter? That would be great. And Max, I don't watch wrestling anymore. I please don't take this the wrong way. I don't care. I also don't have time. If I'm being honest, I don't have time either to watch it. Greg, I think we did have like 77 in the first half yesterday. We just got 69. All right, well. Castle bringing up. I think they're probably going to milk the clock. There's about 7 seconds between shot clock and game clock. I would probably run the clock down a little bit too if I was running the offense, which I'm not because I suck. Castle still with the ball. Drives in the paint. Reverse layup. Good. Whoa, I just put something up there that shouldn't be there. I don't know what that was. Williams for three. Fine bounce. Castle with the half court three. So why does Steph always have to take the damn half court three? Why is it always him? It's always Castle with the end of the quarter, end of the half court three. Y'all wonder why his percentage is so bad. It's part of that's because he's always taking the end of the game, end of quarter shots. It's always him. I'm sorry, but that drives me crazy. It's always him taking the shot. Spurs up by 5. I mean, that's no, because everybody else is scared. That might be true, JT. I'm sorry, but everybody's always pointing out how inefficient he is. Granted, he's not a great three-point shooter per se, but man, he does take a lot of end of quarter and end of half three-point shots that have no chance of going in. 70-some points against the best defense. Are Thunder number 1 in defense in the NBA right now? This has been a good game, guys. There's always Wendy taking those. I guess, well, thank you, Andrew. We're taking while playing hard against the best teams. Yes. And that's all I can ask for now is the Spurs play well, compete, and what I'd like to see the rest of the season is not get annihilated in the third quarter because that story's getting old. WCH, what's going on? Anthony says Spurs are at least playing tough. Yes, they are. This just shows how good OKC is. We shot 16 threes and only lead by 8. Well, yeah. Thunder last month had been a 10th in defense. Oh, all right, Robert. I know you've been dropping off. Vamos, Españolos, vamos. All right, let's get into the halftime stats because that's what we do here. This has been a great game tonight. It's on ESPN. If you're not able to watch it, obviously I appreciate you hanging out here. If you are watching it and still hanging out here, I also appreciate you. But this has been a great game, and I just hope the Spurs don't have a massive third quarter meltdown that makes the game unenjoyable because we've seen that far too many times this year where they just disappear. The Thunder outscored us 41-38 in the first. We outscored them 39-31 in the second. Hence, therefore, ergo, the Spurs are up 77-72. For the Thunder, Jalen Williams, a huge half, 22 points on 8 of 11 shooting. Isaiah Hartenstein with 6 points and 5 boards. SGA also a huge first half. He's got 22 points on 6 of 10 shooting. The Thunder got to the line 14 times. We got to the line 5. Wow, big difference in free throws there. Dort, not doing much tonight. He's got 2 points, and Kason Wallace with 9. Off the bench for the Thunder, the other Jalen Williams with 2, Ojman Jang with 3, Kenrich Williams with 0, Alex Caruso with 3, and Aaron Wiggins with 3, and having a rough shooting at 1 of 5. The bench not doing much for the Thunder at all. For the night, the Thunder shooting splits are 53, 43, 93, and they have turned the ball over 5 times. The Spurs have turned it over 6 times, have shooting splits of 62, 62, 60. Now, they've only taken 5 free throws, but at this moment in time, the Spurs' field goal percentage and 3-point percentage is better than their free throw percentage. All right, that's the thing. For our Spurs, Harrison Barnes with a good first half, 11 points. Bismack Biyombo, 2 points. Chris Paul with 6. Darren Fox with 8. And Devin Vassell with 9. Devin playing a little better lately. His 3-point shot's still not quite there yet. He's 1 of 3, which isn't bad, but his 3-point shot's been bad the last like 5 or 6 games. Off the bench, Julian Champagnie with 6. Jeremy Sohan with 10 points. And Jeremy having a weird game. 10 points, 1 rebound, but 4 assists. And a steal on the block. Kellen Johnson, an efficient 7 points on 3 of 4 shooting. Stephon Castle with 18 points in the first half to lead all Spurs. He also has 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 turnover. He's 2 of 4 at the free throw line. Would like to see that be a little better. 6 of 10 from the field, 4 of 7 from 3, but 2 of his missed threes were at the end of the quarter at half court and had a low percentage chance of going in. So really, set 3, like a standard 3, he's 4 of 5 and he'd be 6 of 8 from the field. So I'm telling you, the reason this bothers me, and yes, I'm being a homer with Castle on this one, is with killing his efficiency. One thing that's not helping is all of these end of quarter shots he's taking. I know he doesn't care, and hey, kudos to him. He doesn't care about his stats. He's launching them, but I'd be very curious if we could find a stat of how many threes he's taken at the end of quarters that are half courtish and back those out of his 3-point shooting, and if that would at least bring him up over 30%. I think it's probably at least 10 this year. I suppose I could do the math now. I'm going to do math now. I just make sure I met the super chat because I hate missing super chats. All right, I got Anthony, so we're good there. So I'm going to actually go try that. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to Stephon Castle's 3-point shooting in the year. We're going to take his makes and divide by his misses, but we're going to take 10 off his misses. And granted, it might be a little high, little low in that 10. After tonight's game, that probably will be 10. Just, trying to hammer home my point. All right, where are the numbers? All right, Stephon Castle this year has taken 219 threes, and he's 61 of 219. Oh, wow, he's taking a lot more threes than I realized. All right, maybe I'm about to lose this argument. He's at 28%. So let's say 61 out of 209. Does that really make a difference? I don't think it's going to. I just shot my argument. Just killed my argument, but whatever. Let me grab the calculator on my phone. Calculator. 61 divided by 209. It would raise it up from just under 28% to just a little over 29%. All right, to my bad. But still, it makes a difference. Every little bit helps. We're in a timeout right now for the we're in the halftime. Wow, we're in the halftime. It is halftime. Jeez. Oh, also in that game, Miami had 77 points at the end too. What game are we talking about now? Rich Lively to become Castle's agent? You sure? Remember in the 2013 finals when we set a record by hitting 16 threes in a game? Now we just hit that many in a single half. Did we? Yeah, well, yeah, time to change from 2013. Thunder fan entering the chat. Glad y'all giving it to us. We need tests. Jay, you do. Okay, McGee. That's actually a good way to look at it. That's a great positive way to look at it as a fan of your team. Do you think Stephon is going to win Rookie of the Year? Ernie, it's between him and Wells. I've been talking about him. I actually want to bring him up just so you guys can get an idea of who he is if you're not familiar with him. That's a dude for the Grizzlies. It is Jalen Wells. I wasn't 100% sure there. So Jalen Wells, 6'7" shooting guard and small forward. So he's 6'7" wing, playing for Memphis. This year, he is. I'm actually going to zoom on his stats a little bit. He's played in 60 games, so he's actually probably playing just about all of them. He's shooting 45 from the field, 38 from 3, and 82 from in the charity stripe. So his shooting splits are much better than Steph's. He's at 45, 38, 82. He's averaging 3.2 rebounds, 1.6 assists. I think the boards are similar with Steph. The assists are obviously higher in Steph's part. 0.6 steals and 0.1 blocks. Steph is higher there. He is averaging less turnovers, 0.9. He's also probably handling the ball less and averaging 11.4 points per game. So where Steph could lose rookie of the year to this guy is I think if he's to pass him in points per game. I think that's going to be the big sway one or the other. What I guess Steph's advantage right now is Wemby being out, there's more points to go around, so he's gonna have more opportunities to score. He is playing more minutes. Or actually maybe not many. This guy's averaging 26 minutes a game. Actually, Haskell's right around that number too, isn't he? Gosh, no, maybe I should pair the two. Castle might be playing less minutes. He actually is playing less minutes. 25 minutes a game. All right. My bad. Castle's playing a little less minutes. His shooting splits for the year right now are 41, 28, 74. His rebounds are 3, so he's slightly below Wells. His assists are 3.5, so significantly up. Steals are up just by a little bit, 0.9. Blocks just a smidge up of 0.2. The turnovers are higher. He handles the ball more, 1.9. No shock there. Castle's averaging 12.8 points per game, though, to his 11.4. Castle, if he keeps playing the way he is tonight, it's going to bring his points per game up to over 13 a game. And if the Spurs are going to keep playing him 30 minutes a night now moving forward, that will certainly help his chances. But he's got to keep playing. He's going to have to play well. It might be a tight race. And there are other players that could sneak in there. We can't ignore, other guys that have been up and down the rookie ladder, like your Alexander Sarr, Zachary Rasache. One of those guys could finish with a 20-game heater. You don't know. I don't know. Well, I'm not sure we ever were tanking. It, I know those two Pelicans losses felt like tanking, and then the game against the Grizzlies, if they had lost that, that would have felt like a tank too, because you can't sit here and say, hey, you have these giant leads, and you just keep blowing leads. It would feel like a tank, but we beat the Grizzlies, and right now they're beating the Thunder. If they actually finish with a win here, then yes, we're not tanking. I don't know if we ever were. I think it's a combination of a roster that's not built well. And that's on the front office. And looking at you, Brian Wright, I like some of the moves you've made trade wise. I love the Castle pick. Obviously, the Wemby pick was a no brainer. Um, big question marks on the 2022 draft. The 2021 draft was an absolute nightmare. So it's not open. He's been he's been Brian Wright, but he's been Brian wrong too in his tenure here with the Spurs. But we are such a small team. That's where I think our roster is really not constructed well. We're just way too small right now. Way too small. You traded Zach Collins away. Hey, good on you getting out of his contract, but you didn't have a replacement in check. You have Wemby. Obviously, you didn't know an injury was going to happen with him, but you had Charles Bassey, who's not known for his durability. And you have Manu, who the team just refused to play. R2-3, what's going on, my man? This is a good game, though, right? B-ball, yeah. I worry about this third quarter. 61% from the field, and yes, R3-3. That's the thing, though. The Spurs have been falling apart at well, after halftime. The third quarter has not been our quarter. We should have drafted. You know what? Zach Edey's looking like that would have been a good pick at 8, Biscuit Buddy. So, yeah, I can't do really hindsight with the 22 draft and say, well, we should take in Walker Kessler instead of Malachi Branham. Blah, 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 blah. That is what it is because we picked those guys, but we didn't actually use our 8th pick. We traded it to the Timberwolves. We drafted Rob Dilly on their behalf and traded that pick. We could have taken somebody at that 8th pick. We could have taken a shooter like Dalton Connect. We could have taken a big like Zach Edey, and we said we're good. Now I'm very worried about third quarter. Car enthusiasts, what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. They're going to go on a run, Andrew. The question is, can we go on a run of our own? There it is. Pocket Pool Johnson, chalking up the old Q stick. It's probably not the best nickname that I gave him, but well, yeah, here it is. Sorry, Mitch. But at the time, he was just standing there with his hands in his pockets for way too long, not calling a timeout when whoever it was we were playing was going on like a 16-0 run. Vasco, always cheering for a win. That's how I'm wired. I'll always cheer for the Spurs to win. I'll always cheer for the Giants to win. That's just the way I'm built. I have no problem cheering for other teams to win at this point now too. Like I'd like to see Portland win a bunch of games. I like to see the Atlanta Hawks lose bunch of games. So I'll do that. But for our own team, I just hope we're competitive the rest of the season. I don't want to be sitting here calling a game or calling and watching as a fan a game where we're getting blasted by 30 and there's still the whole fourth quarter left. Cry to and start building a winning culture with these young guys. They haven't been a winning culture in San Antonio. Granted, we're probably gonna have a losing record again, but let's not have these guys finish the season getting blown out left and right. I don't think that would be good. The eighth, a lot of fans are split on that. I think, Mark. I don't know where people are at this time, this moment in time. I was hoping we use the pick. Now, Donovan Cleveland would have been awesome if he was available there. That would have been crazy too to have the two UConn players in the same draft. But hey, why not? He's been playing very well in Portland. He's not getting a ton of minutes because of DeAndre Ayton. Robert Williams is there. There's another big. So I mean, I'm gonna say this. Miss TSR is gonna like this would be a best case scenario for her as a UConn fan. But can you imagine if we drafted Liam McNeely with our second pick and the Spurs traded for Klingon in the season as a backup? I know it's not going to happen. We're not going to have three UConn players, but I mean, my goodness, would she? Her mom would probably gonna start watching Spurs games at that point. Castellini, I mean, yes, a little slow, but man, I mean, he's a starter. He's playing as a starter in Memphis. He would have been a damn good backup for Wemby. Training rate did get us. It did, Biscuit Buddy. But we have so many picks. We could have used a different pick, I think, to get De'Aaron Fox. Bring on Liam. Okay. I bet when they get KD to the Spurs train, that would trade Devin and someone else for KD. Vasco, Kevin Durant's gonna be what 37 next season. I don't want to trade away assets for somebody that old. Yes, he can still ball, but at that age, you're one injury away from your career being over. And you could say that for any player, obviously, but I a huge contract. We're gonna have to give up a ton probably. Although the Suns might be happy to unload him. I don't see it happening. I really don't, which is why I haven't done a video on it. I probably could have been a video that gets decent views for the channel, but if I just that seems I don't think there's any gravitas to that rumor yet. I don't see it happening. I do occasionally do trade rumors though, if they look like they're not happening just out of interest, but that one didn't interest me for some reason. If we start seeing more about it, getting close to the draft or post draft, then we'll have to discuss it. But at this moment, I think it's just a fluff story. Not in the KD train either. Pat McCaff, you're right. He's old and he's not the guy. Listen, he was phenomenal with the Warriors, but that was Steph Curry's team. If he outplayed him at times, I think he outplayed him in the finals. He made him in Durant was finals MVP, wasn't he? That was still Steph Curry's team. You went to a championship caliber team. You didn't build a championship caliber team. You went to a championship caliber team. And you guys know, I don't like that. I'm not a fan of players that do that. LeBron, even though they didn't win in Cleveland, he still beat a championship contending team in Cleveland in his first run there. He then left Cleveland to, I mean, with the big three, essentially just, yeah, I guess he built a championship caliber team, but no, he didn't build something. No, that's just three all stars getting together, building a super team. Door open for three. I'm not complaining. All right, let's focus on the game. Third quarter under the way. Spurs up 79-75. Yo, Jax Query. Naz Reid would be a good pickup. I don't know if he would click. I know he kills us a lot of time. HB out to Vassell. Three from the wing. No good. I know Vassell's only 1 of 4 from three. That's not the end of the day, or that it's not the end of the world, I should say. But my man's shooting a career low on 3-point percentage right now. 1 of 4 is just going to bring it down just a little tick. 79-75. CP3 into the paint. Out to Fox. Fox for three. In and out. Dang it. I gotta be honest with you guys. I'm a little worried about this third quarter. Door for three. No good. The way we played the last third quarters. We have a missed offensive rebound and a three by Case and Wallace. The third quarters have been really bad for the Spurs, really bad lately, and this is that quarter. The sell from the elbow, swish. All right, at least it's 2 pointer jumping. Time what's going on? Thank you for stopping in. Spurs up by 3. It is Thunder ball, and De'Aaron Fox is going to punch the ball out of bounds. Going to stay with the Thunder. They have 13 on the shot clock. Don't worry, Rich. No, I'm worried we're going to find a way to lose. I don't want to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. SGA with the ball, open for 3. Yep. All tied up, guys. 81-81. These stars 1-1. Why do they always demand so much money that prevents teams from signing? But right? Vassell in the paint. Runner's no good. I think that's been the problem with the Lakers, Phil, the last few years. They're putting so much money into the big names. Dort in the paint after the offensive rebound. Um, Offensive rebounds raining havoc in the third quarter so far for the Spurs, and that they're giving them up. Barnes corner 3, no good. And now our threes aren't dropping, so we shot lights out in the first half. You can't expect to do that in the second half. Williams for 3, no good. Another offensive rebound and putback for the Thunder. Mitch Johnson calling a timeout. We are getting killed on the boards. It's like a circus with the offensive rebounds. We just get crushed on the boards all the time. Thanks, number 2. Is anybody else tired of this script? They're just getting crushed on the offensive boards and then giving up leads in the third quarter. Bring Miss TSR back. Benjamin, I can't. She's at home. We miss and we're done, Andrew. They miss and they score because they get an offensive rebound and they've scored on all their putbacks. And he is laughing at his drawing. He is. The third quarter, man. What is Wimmy wearing? He go to NASCAR? Did he? We do not make adjustments. And yes, yep. This is like a third quarter virus. You want to snatch a jump. Via Victoria. All right, Mikey. You know what, Yodi? Maybe we need a good luck boop for the second half. That sound good? All right. Yodi's going to give us a good luck boop in this. Yep, that's Tim Duncan. Man, that's a full boop right there. Is it possible for Fox to get 22 points tomorrow? Anything's possible. Bishop's a good one. What the hell? Maybe we need a picture. No, she said no to that, Craig. I asked her, I think once in jest, I was like, "Hey, what if I put a still, a transparent PNG of you up there?" She's like, "No, nope." That would also be weird. And it's one thing to have like a celebrity up there, but to have somebody actually know just sitting there and not moving. It does feel like we never had a lead. Can we get a? I don't have any. I could put Bear up there, but that also would be a little bit weird. I'd way rather have. After K retires, the Spurs fire Kevin Durant as a shooting coach. Oh, no, you'd rather have him as a shooting coach and trade for him. Okay. Whoa! Timeout. AI pictures of deceased people moving. Is that a thing now? This team needs TS Bear to play. No TS Bear tonight, Biscuit Buddy. They went home this morning. That type of no. How you doing here, Mikey? Are you comfortable? I don't want to squish you. So good luck, Ninja Turtle. What? Why? For pause. I'm not making fun of you anyway. If you enjoy that content, that seems disrespectful. I don't know. Let you know you like sleeping dogs lie. Let the deceased rest in peace. That is a hero and a half show. All right, back to the game. A long timeout. These ESPN games, the timeouts are always long. It's killing me, hey. More baby races. All right, Spurs down by 4. We were up at the half. Now we down. Okay, it is weird. Four. Okay, I got your word, boss. Thunder have outscored us 13-4 in the third quarter. Fox pull up Jay good. Thunder have outscored us 13-6. Oh gosh, what am I doing? I hate that when I hit a letter by accident and then it just gets the wrong letter, should I say. Well, Jalen Williams gets back door and throws down an easy dunk. Back down by 4. Just keep it close in the third quarter, Spurs. Just keep it within 3 points and then get them in the fourth. Fox with the ball, 14 on the shot clock. Toss it over to Vassell. 8 on the clock for the Spurs, looking for a screen. Nope, not looking for a screen. Get to the Fox instead. Fox gonna stop, pop, swish. Whoops. Don't give the wrong. Oh my gosh, TSR. Darling, it is not known if Cooper Flag's gonna stay with Duke or declare for the draft. Hartenstein with the alley-oop dunk. I gotta think his agents are gonna tell him to declare for the draft because if he gets hurt at Duke in year number 2, he could cost himself millions and millions of dollars. Harrison Barnes just threw up what looked like an awfully terrible shot. Maybe he wanted a foul and it was going for an alley-oop. I don't know. SGA just missed a shot. SGA, excuse me. Spurs ball. CP3 over to Vassell in the corner. Three-pointer. Nope. He's 1 of 5 now. I believe he's 1 of 5. Jalen Williams wide open for 3. In and out. Hartenstein with an offensive board. Williams for a follow-up 3. No good. Vassell with the rebound. They are off getting a lot of offensive rebounds in this third quarter so far. Fox getting double teamed. Gets it to Biombo. To Vassell. To Barnes. Barnes back out to CP3. Chris Paul over to Fox for 3. Ooh, that was way off. Ball's going to go out of bounds. It's going to be Thunderball. Brian, that's what Miss TSR was saying. If Washington gets the first pick, he ain't declaring. Opportunity to play with Castle, Wemby, and Fox would be motivated. Oh, yes. What you just said, if it's the Wizards. If the Wizards get the first overall pick, he may stay in Duke. That would be funny if a player. I mean, Washington's a mess. Why would anybody want to go to Washington? Seriously. 7 minutes to go, 89-85. This has been a very different third quarter as opposed to the first and second, which were offensive tour de forces. This has been a lot of misses. Jeremy Sons already checked in for the Spurs. Spurs on the run. Castle's in there too. Fast break. Layup good. Pineapple power. Castle has 20 now. He thought he was going to dunk it, but he laid it up instead. 89-87. Yep, Castle 20 points. Wallace tosses it. Oh, never mind. I was going to go out of bounds. Dort for 3, no good. Sohan with the rebound. Yeah, they had to get Biombo out of there. He's just no. I like Bismarck, but no. Castle thinks about a 3, pulls it down behind the back into the paint. Jumper is no good, but he's going to go line for 2. What's up, Reyes? All right, so Max Vintage TSR stands for the sports reaction. I started this channel April 5th, 2019, which means we have an anniversary coming up in a month. And after about a year, because there's so many reaction channels out there, I'm like, I'm not just a reaction channel. I'm not just sitting here going, ooh, wow, oh my goodness. I'm actually working. I'm calling play-by-play. Not that reaction channels don't work. I got to assume editing music videos, and especially the movie reaction channels, that takes a lot of editing, a lot of dancing to get around copyright. But, I mean, while they're watching the movie, there's, or whatever, there's some insight. I don't know. I feel like this is just not reacting to a video where I'm actually talking to you guys. I'm running a scoreboard. I feel like I'm doing more work. So I was like, I don't feel like I'm just a reaction channel. Plus, I do videos, throughout the week on analysis, whatever. So like, I'm not just reacting. So I don't want to just be a reaction channel. So everybody's calling me TSR anyway. So sports reaction became TSR Sports. So it throws it up, foul and 1. Germany just threw up a prayer and it went in. Yeah, we just took the lead though. Muddy, we just took the lead. So if they can keep it close at the end of the third quarter, we have a chance to win. We just can't be getting blown out 40 points to 20 in the third. So and free throw. All right. Okay. The game has slowed down a lot in the third quarter, but this is where I like us. Ahead by 2. SGA takes it a Castle runner. It's good defense, just better offense. We're all tied up at 91. You got to think SGA is going to want to take it to the ring. And Harrison Barnes is fouled. Spurs are getting some whistles this quarter. Greek, I heard that too. That he talked to the team. Jax, he's been playing a little better. Yep, Andrew, attack, just attack, full attack mode. HB going in line for 2. I will say, if Chet Holmgren was playing, this small thing would, I mean, we would be getting crushed, I think, with him out there. But we don't have Wemby either. Announcers are giving Castle some love, are they? I wish his free throw shooting was a little better tonight. He's like, what, 3 of 6? He had been shooting very well, which I think I said at some point tonight, which means now he's not shooting great from the line. It has Tiger. There's still, I mean, I read every comment from you guys that I can. What do you mean by that is if you guys are having a discussion, I don't get notifications. There's additional comments, and I can't scroll through every video and look for every missed comment. I don't have time. But every first comment, I do read every single one of those because that does show up on my unread comments list. And there's a good chunk of the fan base that wants Sohan gone. Speaking of Sohan, just terrible pass, turned the ball over, passed it right to Casey Wallace, who's not a Spur. Wiggins on the 3 on the break. You know when fast breaks were dunks and not 3-pointers? Bart with the no cleavage cam tonight. I mean, do you want to see Mike? Castle 3 from the key, no good. Top of the key, excuse me. Bart, come on now. Yes, hit the thumbs up. SGA pull-up jumper, no good. CP3 with the rebound. Spurs are on the run. Paul throws it away. Turnover. I don't know what he was trying to do there with getting it to Castle. SGA in transition, layup good. Turnovers will kill you. 29 for SGA. Dang, that was SGA 29 points, 9 of 16 shooting, 7 assists. Vassell into the paint. And a blocking foul on the Thunder. Yes, thumbs up though, please. It does help the channel. Appreciate you. I think, Damon, yes, we would be a playoff team for sure with Kevin Durant. I just bringing a player at that age, would if he has 1 year left? You bring him for 1 year, and we don't win it all. Then it accomplishes nothing. If Durant was like 3 years younger, okay, I'm probably on board with you guys. Not at his age right now. He's closer to 40 than he is 30. Castle with the ball, drives in the paint, nice move, layup gets blocked by SGA. Won the foul, didn't get it. Nice defense by SGA. Wiggins with the ball in the paint, off balance Jay, bounces off the rim and rolls in. That's a 6-point lead for the Thunder. That's the biggest lead they've had in a while. Fox will bring it up for the Spurs. Somebody got to step up for San Antonio. Champagny in the paint, layup, good. Just attack the rim, guys. We have a timeout. Rich was like the effing video. What? Rich top tier. Like, oh, I gotcha. Takes away from player development. Exactly. You don't realize how good Sony defense is. You know, I saw something on Facebook. Jax Cordy, his defense, like the field goal percentage against him, by a lot of the all stars in the league, he's actually done a really good job against a lot of guys. We're down by 4. Listen, we've seen much worse third quarters. This is actually good for us. We've seen 20-point swings in the fourth quarters where we're outscored 40 to like 20. So this is actually not bad. Area 51, I'm sorry. My voice is hoarse. I can't sing right now. The back-to-back is killing my voice. No, I can do a Mikey dance, but I can't sing the Ninja Rap song. So Mikey's gonna dance. He's gonna break dance. Look at this. Woo! Well, I'm gonna move my water before I do that. Ready? Woo! Look at that. Whoa, okay. Hey, Mikey can break dance. Look at this guy. Woo, woo, woo. He is a true ninja. Laying down, kip up. All right. Oh my God. Hi, just passing by since I don't look too much. Oh, because I went it up. Happy to thumbs up to you. Yeah, Marco, I'm dedicated. I will be here for every live game if I can be. Bart, I don't go on limb here, but you love the cleavage cam because you're bringing it up a lot. I don't know how much I accidentally showed last night, more than I intended. One of Miss Tara's watching. My apologies. She doesn't care. She said, whatever, it is what it is. I am who I am, right? I mean, don't be ashamed of your body. But I know I accidentally want to show him bear cam. Gave you guys a show. Sweet. Okay. I mean, I'd like it too, obviously. I'm dating her. All right, we're at a timeout right now. Were we at 150 thumbs up yet, or are we still struggling to get there? Where we at? Where we at? We are just a shade under 150. We're at 144. We'll get to 150. I'd like to get to 200, especially the Spurs win. I don't think we've had a Spurs win where we haven't gotten to 200 or 250 thumbs up. So make sure you keep smashing those thumbs up. If you are a fan of this channel or want to support the channel in any way, that's the way to support it. I'm not going to sit here and ask for money. I'm not going to tell you that you can get 10% off, blah, 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 with code TSR Sports. Ain't all about that. But I am about the thumbs up. Thanks, Pop. What's up, Isabel? Just back from Milano. Just like forgot. Thank you, Ramiro. Isabel, this has been a fantastic game tonight. A really good game. Speaking of Kevin Durant, they're showing him right now 404 games with 30 plus points, seventh most of all time. Number one is LeBron James. He took over the title from Michael Jordan. It is what it is. He played in a lot more games too. I think Jordan still has the record for most 40-point games. I could be wrong on that, but I think he does. And he's way ahead on that one, if I remember correctly. Like maybe twice as much as the next guy. Blocked by Sony. Are they calling goaltend? They're saying to touch the backboard first. Can I see a replay real quick, ESPN? Can I see a replay? I heard it's close. Can you show it? Apparently not. Seriously, you couldn't take a half second to show a replay of... All right, ESPN sucks. Well, I guess it wasn't close because they're saying there's no reaction by the Spurs. And now an offensive foul on the Spurs. Kellen Johnson with a push-off. Man, back-to-back calls not working for us. That's the call? Oh, he flopped. Come on. How the flopperoonie? Locano, she's at home tonight. All right, I'm not going to argue the goaltend, but that was a little bit of flopping action there on the Kellen Johnson push-off. Kellen barely touched him. Whatever. So I'm going back door and spins around and down. There you go, Jeremy. Get angry. Oh, I have a fight at center court. Oh my gosh. Oh man. I don't know if any punches were thrown, but everybody's. I didn't see what happened. I did not see what happened. Jeremy had the dunk, and then next thing I know, there's like everybody's rushing center court. I don't know what happened. They're going to probably show a replay. The refs are talking right now. That was a complete flop stop before my eyes. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And Anthony's at the game. Hope you enjoying the game. So Castle gets the ball as Soin. Soin throws it down, and Champagne's going at it with Kenrich Williams. All right, so they're going to review it and penalize anybody involved with it. Yeah, there was a lot of action there. Was it a Champagne elbow? Henrich Williams just saying elbow. I couldn't tell from that vantage point because I didn't really know where I was looking. I caught it at the back end. All right, so we're going to get another replay. Champagny accidentally on that. Henrich Williams took offense and started pushing Champagny back. Looks like it may have been an instant. I'm hoping an incidental elbow. And then that's when they started going at it. I don't know if there are any punches thrown. A lot of talking, a lot of pushing. Soane's doing a lot of yelling at Dort. I mean, all the players are there, kind of pulling it. I don't think anybody threw a punch. I don't think anybody threw a punch, as far as I can tell. Yeah, second game in a row, people getting chippy. Yeah, Ironborn, I don't think it was intentional. It was, when you're putting your arms up to pass the ball, or it wasn't like he didn't Carl Malone him, like Carl Malone elbowed David Robinson. It was nothing dirty like that. I think we're going to have a double technical, probably on Williams and Champagny. Champagny's swinging his arms around with the ball, which is what a lot of players do. Accidentally hit Williams in the face. Hey, that should have been an offensive foul on Champagny. I'll concede that. And then Williams didn't like it and started pushing Champagny. So we're probably going to get a double technical, I would think. Oh, Simon's always ready. Simon's always ready. He's going to fight. Let's be honest. I don't mean that in a bad way. He's ready to defend his teammates and stand up for himself. Zach Collins been out there doing this. So, I mean, this is still under review. Over 7, maybe? Well, hello, David. They're showing a replay again. He barely hit him with the elbow. He did hit him, but Williams then starts putting his elbow into Champagny like 2 or 3 times, and then after, the second one or third one, that's when everybody came out. And I guess ESPN saying they're going to go through player by player. I mean, can you not be on the court when this goes down? Because there are players that are already on the court. You can't leave the bench, obviously, and get involved. The players that are already in the court, Soin and Dort started yapping, but I don't think Dort pushed Sohan. Sohan's pulling on Dort's jersey, telling him that I make the best pierogies in Poland, because he's Polish, right? I like pierogies. Don't insult my pierogi. I don't know what he's saying. I couldn't think of anything. I had nothing with German. I thought he's Polish, so I was thinking pierogies. I'm Polish too, so I can say that. Pierogies are freaking delicious on top of that. Oh, there's definitely some magic words. There were definitely some, not Orlando magic words. CB, what's going on? This is a long stoppage. Julian's not known for being a dirty player July 26th. I don't think it was intentional. I think basketball players, just my 2 cents as a guy that's not a basketball player, is if a defender's in on you, you're moving the ball around to tell them, hey, back off, you're going to get elbowed in the face. Kind of like when a pitcher pitches on the inside corner of the plate because you're crowding the plate. They're saying, hey, back the fudge up. He is, yeah, I know he's Polish. He is. I wasn't trying to insult him anyway. I was trying to think of lame trash talk. Don't insult my pierogies, all I came up with. This is still being reviewed. I mean, the smart thing to do is when you get hit like that, you gotta. Here we go. Champagny Williams. Champagny Williams are ejected. Dort. Dort's also being ejected. Sohan. Sohan's being ejected too, I think. Actually, they didn't say Sohan's being ejected. They said Champagny, Kenrich Williams, and Dort are getting ejected. I don't think Sohan got ejected, did he? Champagny's out. Jeremy got a technical. He's still in. Jeremy's still in. Andrew, you missed the fight. Well, not a fight, but a scuffle. All right, so four technicals. They all upset each other. Mukens Dort, Kendrick Williams out for the game. Julian Champagny out for the game. Sohan still in. Bring it by Jeremy Sohan. Calvin, what's going on? That is a wow. You don't mess with the Sohan. You know what? As a Spurs fan, I'm okay with that. I'll be biased on that. That helps the Spurs. That's two players out from them and one player out for us. I do think the players overreacted. Wasn't quite this, guys. Sohan was talking about pierogies. Smith, what's going on? Thunder are up right now by 4, and they have the ball. 2:45 to go in the third quarter. Alex Caruso with the ball against Sohan. Ball gets tipped. It's going to go into the back court, and it's going to go out of bounds. The Thunder will have 3.4 seconds on the shot clock. Becoming as bad as pro soccer. I watched soccer in 2019 and 20, and my goodness, were there a lot of flops, especially by the guys. I watched men's and women's. The guys were all floppy McFloppersons. Three-pointer at the buzzer's no good. Spurs ball. Jeremy with the rebound, gets it up to Fox. Hopefully this gets, fires up the Spurs a little bit. Fox throws it into Castle. Castle, beautiful. What an acrobatic layup by Stephon Castle. And up and under, I can't even describe it. He was like jumping and then did this in the air and no, again. 198. Ooh, we have a hard foul on Aaron Wiggins. Stephon Castle, I think, took a shot himself on that one. This hard contact, hard NBA foul. A good hard NBA foul. Yeah, just like, no, that was not dirty. Not in any way. And Castle immediately tried to help him up, which is always good to see. Good foul. I think so, see me. Luke, I don't think they're tanking. They had to make two. Yes, the third quarter isn't bad, but let's not forget. Missed the first free throw. Wiggins at the line for one more. The Spurs had two major adjustments in the middle of the season. Learning how to play with De'Aaron Fox, because he is left-handed, so things are going to be different with a left-handed point guard. Everything's going to be, reversed, like the pick and rolls, everything's backwards. He missed them both. Offensive rebound for the Thunder. I'm tired of saying that. SGA in the paint, layup is good. They had to adjust playing with De'Aaron Fox, but now they have to adjust playing without Wemby. That's two big adjustments right in the middle of the season like that. I'm not defending any type of poor play, but that does not help. So I don't think they were tanking. I just think they had, the pop stuff. Kelvin in the paint. He rolls around and rolls off. Williams loses that out of bounds. Going to stay with the Spurs. Oh, I'm sure Wemby wish he was playing right now. Koala Juice, fresh out of the hospital. Hope you're doing good, my friend. Castle tosses it into Jeremy. Spurs ball, 12 on the shot clock. Jeremy gets it out to Fox, 8 on the shot clock. Fox is going to launch a long three. Oh, air ball. Castle with the rebound and put back. Castle seems fired up. $102, 100. What a game, guys. Spurs are in the bonus. SGA 1-1 with Castle. Starts to drive, stops, and passes it out. Good D by Castle. Caruso now with the ball, shot clock expiring. Caruso got Sohan on him. Ooh. Throws the three, no good. An offensive rebound for the Thunder. Son of a beeswax. Wiggins for three. Of course. We give up an offensive rebound and give up a three. Damn it. I'm so sick of giving up offensive rebounds. I really want to yell, grab an effing rebound, but I don't want to be that kind of channel. How many offensive rebounds does the Thunder have this quarter? 6 or 7? They have they're beating us 11-5. It feels like a lot more than that. Second chance points, 21 for the Thunder, 8 for us. We're down by 5. That's a huge difference in the game. That's a 13-point swing right there. Fox out to Castle. Castle corner three. No good. Spurs are trying to 2-for-1 there. Jason Wallace for three. Just like that, it's an 8-point game. Fox just walking it up. Wallace with 17 points. Castle with the ball for the Spurs, 10 on the shot clock. About 3 second difference between shot clock and game clock. Castle still with the ball, going to take off, drives in the paint, throws it out to an open Keldon in the corner. Nope. Caruso gets back. Shot clock violation. Same here, Bacano. I would say yes. That was a very poor offensive possession. There's actually 2.4 seconds left, so the center could get. Oh, SJ fouled. We had a foul to give. All right. Kept it close. I mean, it's still close, but that last minute of this third quarter and the offensive rebounds we're giving up are just killing us. No, Bart, it wasn't disastrous. Holy, Blake Wesley sighting. Blake Wesley's checking in? Why all of a sudden, with 1.5 seconds left in the third quarter, are you bringing Blake in? Ball's knocked out of bounds by Fox. There's under a second to go. Well, we got to the third quarter without it being a disaster, Nim. So, I mean, we can come back and win in this in the fourth. Both teams in the bonus now. As Mac Biama's now checking back in. Wesley's already checking out. Blake Wesley played 1 second? What, did he even play 1 second? I think that was 0.7 second. We get into SGA. His off-bounds jumper is no good. Such an idiot. He's been playing better, Yasirski. I'm not gonna beat up Kelvin. He's been playing a lot better lately. It's not equating to really any wins for us, but he's been playing better. It is winnable, Paisan. He literally played under a second. Yeah, yes, that is a way to F so many stats because he has all donuts now. Yeah, but Anthony, the Thunder don't have Chet Holmgren. So for anybody just coming in, Julian Champagny was ejected, Luguentz Dort was ejected, and Kenrich Williams was ejected. A little bit of a scuffle on the court near the end of the third quarter. All gone. Through that, which I apologize. Good, Yasirski. I mean, he's going to make mistakes, but he has been so much better since Wemby went down. At least looking somewhat like the guy that, he was 2 years ago. Wesley, what the yeah. Geez, I don't think he played 1 second. I think he played 0.7 seconds. And Anthony Bustamante, we are giving up way too much second chance points is an understatement. The second chance points, what did I say? It was like 23-8. So they're outscoring us by like 15 on second chance points. We're down by 8. If we keep that even reasonable, we're winning the game. Of course, Michael, we always get out rebounded. And yes, poor Wesley. I can't believe he brought him in for 0.7 seconds. What was the point of that? Like maybe you're thinking, yes, Blake is fast and can play defense. Sure, I'll agree with you there. He's also been sitting on the bench for the entire game and barely plays, so rust can be a thing too. Anthony, have made it a fun game. Oh, wait, 21-4? I thought they said 21. Whatever it is, hello there. We're getting trucked on the second chance points as usual. It's been a reoccurring problem. The video I did in regards to reacting to I did a reaction to my 2022 draft grade, which is still one of my favorite videos we've done for a while on the channel. If you haven't watched that, make sure you check it out. Cheap plug alert. But at one point in the video, I know I mentioned rebounding be a problem, and I was like, well, here we are. 3 years later. Problem. Still a problem. The more things change, the more they stay the same. And that's definitely an issue for this team, and it has been all season. Yasirski, they probably should not have drafted wow. Well, right back at you, buddy. That's not gonna get you any love on the channel. Um, I don't know if we should have drafted 3 guys in the first round in 2022. I assume Brian Wright tried to trade the 20th and 20th and 25th pick to move up, and probably teams were in the same boat, probably thinking we don't want to draft that many guys. It was cool in hindsight, when it first happened. I was like, hey, we have 3 picks. It hasn't panned out. Malcolm Brandon doesn't play anymore. Blake Wesley apparently is getting a second in the game. I still like the Jeremy Sohan pick. There were other players I wanted. Is that the same one Jalen Williams went in? And we can't really beat up Brian Wright for that one because, 17 teams passed on Jalen Williams before the Thunder picked him? Nobody knew he was going to be that good. I did want Jalen Duren over Jeremy Sohan in that draft. I will admit to that. 3-point shooting for the Spurs. 16 of 26 in the first half. 0 for 8 in the third quarter. That's a thing. Fox with the ball right now for the Spurs. He's going to take a fadeaway 3 from the wing. No good. Castle with the rebound. The putback fouled. And one! Gotta make your free throws, kid. Those missed free throws are starting to haunt us a little bit. Bacano, so a lot of people have been saying that, and you have to ask yourself this question. If you had the first round pick overall and could draft Cooper Flag, would you trade for the 2 first round picks we have? You absolutely would not. You wouldn't. And I have to that's the one thing I keep responding with people like, we'll trade our 2 picks so we can draft Flag. I'm like, teams are not going to take, let's say we get the 9th and 11th pick, even the 4th and 9th or 4th and 9th pick, the team with the number 1 pick is likely not going to trade down. We'd have to give up a lot more draft capital than that. Williams with this miss with the shot clock expiring. Spurs ball down by 5. Kellen gets it out to Castle. Over to Vassell. Vassell's going to take off in the paint. Oh, what a awkward looking shot, but it went in. He threw the ball up off the backboard with his offhand. That's probably not how he planned it, but it went in, so whatever. 3-point game. Caruso for 3 from the corner, no good. Offensive rebound for the Thunder. Wiggins with the ball, crossover, pull up Jay. No good. Fox gets a rebound. All right. Spurs get the ball at the court. Keldon is going to slow it up and get it back to Fox. 16 on the shot clock for the Spurs. Fox takes off, runner off the glass, no good. What a game, guys. What a game. Vassell and Keldon and 2 picks for Cooper Flag. I probably would do that. Williams for 3. Jalen Williams, he's just such a good shooter. That's what we need. We need a Jalen Williams type of player. I think that's what we're missing. That's what we need in the starting lineup. We need Cooper Flag. Castle the ball, 8 on the shot clock. Stops, pops. Oh my God, did he just juke Hartenstein out of his sneakers? He is playing great tonight. And don't forget, 2 of his missed 3s were end of quarter 3s, just chucks, because he didn't really care about stats. Williams pulls up. That guy can shoot. I'm going to keep saying it all night. He can shoot. Whose ceiling's very high? Hello there. We talking about Castle? It is. Fox out to Castle. He's going to take an open 3. That's short. Yeah, you were open. And up ahead, Alex Caruso with the layup in transition. No Spurs got back. That was terrible transition by the Spurs and a timeout by Mitch. Lunchbox, good evening. Go Spurs to you. Spurs down by 8. Castle could get a new game high. What's Castle's scoring right now? 28? Well, I don't want to say Castle's better than Fox. I don't want to get carried away. Could his ceiling someday be higher than De'Aaron Fox? I don't know about scoring wise. I think he'll be a better defensive player. He's a bigger player in general. I mean, one thing with De'Aaron Fox is he's extremely clutch. I don't know if Castle has that gene yet. He hasn't been asked to take those shots. But if his ceiling's higher offensively, I think his ceiling will be high defensively. But if he ends up being a better offensive player, then we got something really, really special. By the way, we have a pretty good crowd in here now. And we get the 200 thumbs up. We are now actually getting pretty close. I think we can do it. With Doge just coming in, by the way, this has been a really fun game. It's been, yeah, the Thunder have the lead, but it's been kind of back and forth here and there. There was also a scuffle at midcourt in the third quarter. Jeremy Sohan got a technical. Kenrich Williams, Lugens Dort, and Julian Champagny all got thrown out of the game. It was started by Julian Champagny, waving the basketball around in front of his face, and he accidentally, I'm gonna hope incidentally, hit Kenrich Williams in the face with an elbow. It wasn't a huge elbow, but a little pop in the face. Williams didn't like it, started hitting Champagne in the chest with the people's elbow, and then just chaos ensued, and all the players ran in and got in a scuffle. Sohan was grabbing Dort's jersey. Dort, I don't know if he threw a punch or did something I couldn't see, or said something maybe the refs didn't like, but he got thrown out as part of it as well. Castle has twice as many as the second highest scorer on our team tonight. Vassell only has third. Really? Michael, the problem is his 3-point shot. His 2-point shot has been okay lately, but his 3-point shot is not there. The total for this game, 266. This sounds like a betting thing, and I'm not a gambler, so I'm not going to answer that. Leave that to the chat in your own personal opinion. Julian with the Pickles elbow. Castle has 30? I did not realize he had that much. Castle has 30 points and his career high, I believe, is 33. Robert, the Spurs have not made a three in the second half. You are correct. They were 0 for 8 from the third quarter. I saw a stat, and now they're what, 0 for 1 or 0 for 2 in the fourth. They have not made a three in the second half. There's our resident Oklahoma City Thunder fan, RQ3. Good evening again. It has been a good game, hasn't it? And the Spurs playing on a back-to-back. No matter what happens tonight, first off, GG's Thunder fans. I know there's a couple in the chat. But I'm proud of the team. I hope they, keep it close throughout the rest of the game. And seeing stuff on Castle turn the season around because he really hit the wall for a couple games. Really after the All-Star break, I'm guessing. I think maybe there was a little bit of pressure after winning the All-Star or the Rising Star thing, and then the slam dunk competition, being in the All-Star game. I think a lot of the eyeballs that were on him maybe have you know maybe put a little extra pressure on him. Maybe he was pressing a little bit in a couple games, but he seems to be back to himself now. Or he was just in a slump too. Rookies have slumps. Vassell in the paint, shot good. I'm just making stuff up. 6-point game, but he's turned the season around. We have the Pineapple Power out there. We have Vassell and Castle. Sohan, that'd be on, but wow, we got a lot of non-shooters on the floor. We have nobody that's shooting over 35% on the floor right now. That's a foul on the Spurs. Yeah, we have, well, actually, no, Harrison Barnes is out there. Sorry. Barnes is out there. Barnes is the one guy we have that's over the league average for three. Wow. Rookie of the year seems possible, Chippy. SGA getting a rest on the bench so you can finish strong. JR, good evening to you. So I heard Giancarlo Stanton had a serious injury today. Jalen Williams at the line for 2 first free throws. Good. That dude's always hurt. Wemby is at the game. Actually, they just showed Wemby at the camera. This is San Antonio's first game in San Antonio in a month. I don't know if this is true or not. I'm going to speculate. I don't think Wemby can fly with the team right now. He's got a blood clot. So I'm guessing being in a pressurized airplane, I'm assuming not a good idea. I don't know. So I don't think he's going to be flying with the team. I assume he'll be at all the games in San Antonio. That makes sense to me as I say it. They could be totally wrong. Vassell drives, stops, kicks it out to Fox. 14 on the shot clock, plenty of time. Back out to Castle. Castle zips it over to Vassell and didn't catch it. Turnover. I'm sorry, a parlay's Cookman. The 3 players I've ejected, Julian Champagny for the Spurs, Kenrich Williams for the Thunder, and Lugens Dort for the Thunder. Jeremy Sohan got technical, but he didn't get thrown out. That 3 is no good. It is Spurs ball. Fox on the run. Gets over to Vassell. Vassell's going to take off at the rim and gets blocked, but fouled. Fouled by Ousmane Dieng, who had not played all game, coming in now because of the ejections to the Thunder. I'm right, he can't fly. Okay, thank you, McConnell. I figured if you have some kind of any type of heart issue or blood issue, I'm pretty sure usually I hear no fly zone on that. I think the Thunder are challenging this. I'm not sure there was any contact. I'll need to see a replay. Yeah, Mike, that's what I figured. We don't want you flying about. Yeah, I would think so, Bart. So yes, got to be safe with money. His safety is obviously a big thing. So, Guy Pete, here's what I said about the slam dunk contest, and I will stand by this. I think, and I'm a little biased as a Spurs fan, Stefan Castle was the best dunker in the slam dunk competition. Mac McClung was the best jumper. He almost the same dunk every time. He jumped over something. The ball was like this on somebody's head, right? Well, didn't every dunk somebody was holding the ball up? He did the same dunk every time. He just jumped over something ridiculous every time he did it. Yeah, yeah, the one two-handed dunk thing where two doop, but essentially he did almost the same thing every time. You know what he did was incredible. Can't do it. So credit to him. I don't think there was no there was creativity in the theatrics, but not creativity in the dunks per se, if that makes sense. Not to mention the players are timed. They all have a minute and a half or a minute to do their dunks. Why was he getting like 5 minutes to bring a car out? 5 minutes. There wasn't. It seemed like he was getting extra time. Maybe I'm just complaining as a Spurs fan, but it seemed like he got a lot more time. It's like it's your turn. Go. No, bring out the car. I mean, it's like bending the rules a little bit. Well, Michael, the thing is, and to everybody, NBA players can't take risks like that. There's a lot of stuff in their contracts about things that they can't do, and I gotta think practicing jumping over a car is one of them. Pretty much agree with the assessment dunk contest. I mean, that was pretty. I mean, listen, no shade to Mac McClung. I don't like the fact he was in the dunk contest because he's a G League player. But if the NBA says, "Hey, come on in, and if you win, you get $100,000," he should say yes. Why wouldn't he? You have an opportunity to make money for yourself, for your family. Take the opportunity, and he's won 3 years in a row. That being said, the G League has its own dunk contest. That a lot of you didn't know that, and that's where he should have been. He is a G League player. Kogashiba, we're used to it though. Yeah, July 26th. It's not the best dunker anymore. It's who's the best prop guy. I don't know. Trick thingy. Practice. You talking about practice? Just jump over the car. Yeah, Jeff. Let me know when you do that. Exactly. Ain't nobody making 20 million, 30 million, 40 million, whatever is gonna be jumping over a damn car. It's a clean block. That's a clean block, guys. This Thunder gonna win this challenge. That was a good block by Zhang. I told you I might be a biased Spurs fan, but I'll call it like I see it. That's a good block. Man is just running Mars. Yep, jump ball at center court. Biombo and Hartenstein. That's a good call. Spurs win it, so the Spurs lucked out there winning the jump ball. That's a clean block. Fox from the elbow. Swish. 117, 111. My eyeballs are getting tired. We still have 8 minutes to go. This is a high scoring game. Thunderball. Jalen Williams with the ball at the moment. Gets it into Hartenstein. Hartenstein finds a wide open Jang underneath the rim. He'll throw it down with two hands. We got CP3, Fox, Biombo, Vassell, and Castle. Four guards and a Biombo. Castle with the runner. No good. Four guards and a Biombo? That's what we're running. What is this lineup? Wow, that's something. I know Downsell's been playing small forward. He's a guard. We are so undersized right now. Now we're down by 10. Spurs ball. CP3 out to Fox. Fox. Little crossover into the paint. Layup is good. No, the game's not over yet. I don't know why we're going with such a small lineup. Aaron Wiggins for three. Oh boy. Down by 11. Down by 11. No, Prince Vic, we're not tanking. We're not tanking. The Thunder are the best team in the Western Conference. Fox for three in and out. Williams with the rebound. The Thunder are the best team in the Western Conference. I mean, they're saying that they keep saying the Thunder are doing this without Chet Holmgren. Okay, we don't have Wemby, right? Jalen Williams drives in the paint. Oh boy, this game's getting away from the Spurs. Maxwell, I mean, the Thunder should win this. SJ's not on the court right now. We had 6 minutes to go in the game, and Williams is getting whatever he wants. You're right, Michael. Put Rich in, yeah. Put me in. I take him in the junk. SG needs to stay off the court. How about that? Why is CP3 still in? That's a good question. Why are we running such a small lineup right now? Official time, 6 minutes. Didn't the Thunder lose to Wemby Spurs last time? I don't remember. We might have. Fonswine, yes, Castle with 30 off the bench, Prince Vic. If he had a couple free throws, he could have tied his career high at the moment. It's not. I'm not going to give up. I'll stay till the end, but being down this much to the Thunder, yeah, it's not good. Yeah, and the OKC's a championship team. We're not there yet. Not even close. I just, I don't, I don't want to throw shade at Chris Paul. Oh, that's a butt shot. What it? Levi's really putting the butt in the camera. Anyway, I don't think CB3 and Fox worked at the same time. One, it makes us too small of a team out there. But you got Darren Fox, one of the fastest players in the NBA that can push the pace like nobody's business, and then Chris Paul, who's gonna, setting up the half court offense. He's the antithesis of pushing the ball up the court. Okay, is that word right? I don't know. Get the sew in the paint. Jeremy with the turnaround, Jay, good. And we need some stops and a run now. I'm done with Chris Paul on the team. Wow. I don't think he's gonna be here after this season. Hartenstein in the paint, pass it off, and an easy dunk for Jen. We have no rim protection whatsoever right now. Granted, we got center sewing out there. That's not really getting it done. Devin's open for three. Come on, Devin. He is so bad from three right now. He's like 1 of 6 tonight and shooting like 20% over his last 6 or 7 games. Cason Wallace, paint, layup, good. This is just this fourth quarter slipping away from us. I know we're in a back-to-back. Maybe our guys are tired. I don't want to make excuses, but maybe that's part of the issue. I'm sure our old guys are really tired. Fox with a nice behind-the-back pass to Vassell. Vassell's going to drive in the paint. Gets it to Castle. Castle will throw it down. Castle with 32 points, one off his career high. Whereas Zach Collins, Jeff, has been playing well. Spurs will waive CP3. So are they talking about buying him out, Biscuit Bunny? Because I think they still can buy out his contract so he can go to a contender. And alley-oop and Hartenstein throws it down. The Thunder are scoring at will at the rim because we don't have any rim protection. Jeremy's playing center sewing. He's not a center. Turnover by Castle. Bad pass. This game is really slipping away from the Spurs at the end. Jan Williams and one. Oh boy. Well, Jan Williams has a new career high with 37. That might do it for us, guys. I'm going to stick around to the end so we can go to the final game stats. I want to see if Castle sets a career high tonight, but 17, we're probably cooked at this point. So I know some people leave at this point. If you leave, please still hit the thumbs up. It does help the channel. Stay till the end. Oh, we are so missing Wemby. Wemby's our only rim protection. We're a few thumbs up away from 200. Would like to get to 200. I would appreciate you if you could get us there. That means a lot to me when we get to 200 on these streams. That lets me know, hey, even though Spurs are losing TSR, I appreciate what you're doing. I don't think SGA is going to come back in with this lead. Fox drives the paint, misses the shot, going to get fouled and go to line for 2. Thumbs up with 2 accounts if you can. Thanks, Jeff. The second half, Kokoshibo, I got it. Kellen Johnson's sorry butt. I think it's on the bench. It's on the bench. Fox hits the first free throw. I mean, we need a miracle now. Jared, it's okay. Nicholas wants Barnes in. I'm guessing this because of a parlay. Nobody wants Harrison Barnes in at this point in the game unless it's a parlay. Sean, SGA is not in, and with this big lead, he could possibly sit the right. Oh no, he's back in. SGA's back in. He just checked in. SGA checked in on the foul. So for those of you that are betting on SGA, he's in. SGA 1-on-1 with Castle right now. 4 minutes to go. 135, 119. Not over, but not looking good. Williams with a pull up J, no good. Castle with the rebound. Stephon Castle with a career high 32 right now, and he's missed like 3 free throws. He could be over that. So he's going to drive baseline into the paint. You get it to Castle. Castle fakes the three, drives in the paint, and traveled. Dang it. Sketches my. Uh, so I have another friend in the chat that he's mentioning the band Skitch. I like their band too, but their bass player is really a giant dork. I don't think he plays the bass live. I think he just lip syncs the bass, and they're just playing like an audio track. He's probably the worst bass player I've ever heard in my life, and his background vocals sound like a garbage disposal. Terror. Castle's in at the moment, but Mitch Johnson might empty the bench with 3.5 minutes to go. Being on a back-to-back, being down this much, he might give the guys a rest. I you know so Shawn Michael, I 100% agree with you. The thing is, Jalen Williams was drafted what 17th or 18th by the Thunder, so we have to remember that many teams also passed up on Jalen Williams. So yes, we can point at the Spurs and say, Brian Wright, you missed that one, but so did everybody else. He didn't go in the lottery because he was not projected as a lottery player. I don't think he was. I mean, he went right 17th, 18th. Zach Collins playing well today. Zach Collins has been doing very, very well. Wait, Jalen Williams, did he go 12th? I thought he went 17th. Damn it, he went 12th. All right, well, then maybe we should have took him. Later than that. We're in a timeout. Shoot, he was 12th? So Sohan was 9, Jalen Williams was 12th. What was Jalen Duren 11 or 13? I actually wanted Duren at that pick. I'll be transparent. I'm not going to do hindsight and say I wanted Jalen Williams. I didn't. I wanted Duren, who's turned out pretty fine in Detroit. I don't know if how well he'd be doing here. Thunderbolt, Caruso and the Hartenstein. Hartenstein, the paint gets blocked by Devin Vassell. All right. Nice job, Devin. We're still running 4 guards and German Sohan, so that's been working well tonight. Fox with the ball for the Spurs into the paint. Off bounds jumper, good. Spurs have cut the lead to 14, but they are running out of time. Nobody knew about Jalen Williams. Grant with 13. Thank you. They get it to Caruso, and nobody down there in transition. Easy layup at the basket. Oh, I missed a point for the Thunder. Sorry, it's 137, 121. Jeremy spins around in the paint, kicks it out to Castle, over to Vassell. Vassell for three. His three-point shot is so busted right now, guys. He's 1 of 7 tonight. And if you look like his last 5 games, it ain't good either. Jeez. SGA with the ball right now for the Thunder. Guarded by CP3. Spurs obviously trying to double everybody. But they leave Alex Caruso open for 3. That's game. Yep. Timeout. Thank you for getting emptied. Kokoshiwa, he's 1 of 7. Mark Williams at 15th. His three-point shooting. His three-point shooting. I don't like picking on Devin, but that was one of his assets for us, is he was one of our best three-point shooters. He's fallen off a cliff. I'm actually pull it up now so I can back up what I'm saying. You guys said he's 1 of 7 tonight, I think. I'm going to give you Devin Vassell's last 5 games from beyond the arc, from most recent to oldest. Last 5 games: 2 of 9, 1 of 4, 2 of 6, 1 of 6, 0 for 2. Tonight, 1 of 7. That's under 30% in that 6-game stretch. For the year, Devin right now is shooting. I got to find it. Devin's shooting 33.8% from three this season. That's a career worst. Even worse than his rookie was 34.7. You guys said he's 1 of 7 tonight. That's going to bring him down even more. He's supposed to be one of our floor spacers with his shooting, and this year it ain't there. I don't know if his new tattoo's affecting him. Castle 32. I know Castle 32 points in 32 minutes. He had a good game. If Castle hits some of those free throws, he has a new career high. Let me hit the showers. Anko, we can't get the number one spot in the NBA by record. Is Jalen Williams staying out there even though they're up by 19? Castle is not in the game. That's a three for the Spurs. I didn't see you shot that because I was looking on the court to see what our lineup was. Brandon, Wesley, McLaughlin, Mamu, and David Duke Jr. Jalen Williams, what the layup and one, adding to his career high. So he's stat padding right now. SGA is not in. SJ is not in. He's out. But Jalen Williams is still in there, and they're I think going to try to get him to 50. We'll go over the end of game stats in a few moments, guys. Yes, McLaughlin's in. David Duke is in. What's up, the cold chai latte? Jalen Williams tonight, 40 points, a career high. I don't think he's gonna get to 50. Make that career high 41. Coach keeping him in do a little stat padding. Now another timeout. Or substitution. I think they're taking Williams out. Well, let's get it. 250 thumbs up would be great, Andrew. That'd be great if you guys can get the thumbs up on the way out and get us to 50. If not, all good. The Spurs didn't win, so respect a lot. Mom over three, no good, and this game is now over. I'll just hang out to the end so we can go over the ending game stats. Mambo's three-point shooting has also fallen off lately. I don't even know who some of these guys are now for the Thunder. I didn't recognize David Duke for the Spurs. Malachi Branham for three? Well, it's been a while since I've said that. It's a huge lead for the Thunder. They are whooping us. The second half got us. Who's that? Some white dude just stepped out of bounds. That's turnover for Thunder. I have no idea who this guy is. I have not a freaking clue who that dude is. Number 88? Absolutely don't know. Brandon for three again? That's a miss. We waited, yeah, we waited to the fourth quarter to collapse. Yep. Second half, that's been our thing. Look how many points the Thunder are closing out on 150. I'm fine with putting up 127, but giving up 146 is horrible. And we scored a lot against a good defensive team. That's a missed three. I just don't know who these Thunder guys are. I'm sorry. I can't really call them Thunder's plays. Mamu's gonna get fouled. Bart, yes. It's David Duke Jr., but yes, that's a bad name. Maybe I should just say Duke Jr. Von Swine, I was shocked they left Jalen Williams in the stat pad. That was clearly a stat pad moment. I mean, you've won the. What if he got injured? Seriously, what if he got two free throws from him? What if he got injured? You are a playoff team. You're the best team in the Western Conference. You have a chance to win a championship. What if your dude gets hurt in stat padding time? I think that's a stupid decision by the coach. I get he had a career high. The game was over at that point. Pull him out. I just heard the announcer say the Spurs were looking for their first two-game win streak in 2025. We haven't won 2 games in a row this year. We have not won 2 games in a row this year. Jordan McLaughlin in the paint. Shot and one. Yay. This score is ridiculous. As of today, okay, wait, Philly's the 7th team now? OKC does have a lottery pick with the Sun. The Philadelphia 76ers pick is top six protected. Can you imagine if the Thunder get that pick and get a top four pick? Ah, 146-32. They stay competitive through three quarters. Spurs were on a back-to-back. I don't know if they had to run out of gas in the fourth quarter. The Thunder are a better team. Don't make any mistake. The Thunder are a better team, but back-to-back probably didn't help. They hung around. I mean, Castle had a great game. And speaking of great games, we're gonna get to the final stats because that's the right thing to do, right? I would like for us to win, but I, I know long term the loss is better for the lottery pick, but still, I can't root for our guys to lose. All right, we're gonna look at the game stats, and I'll probably pull up real quick the standings because you guys said Philly's now in the seventh spot, and that would be if the Thunder got the seventh overall pick in such a deep draft. Now, eventually, all these contracts are going to be too expensive where they can keep them all together, but yeah, man. The Thunder in such a good position to. Last year, they were the best team in the Western Conference. They got a lottery pick with Nikola Topic. Now, he hasn't played because he had the torn ACL, but if you can keep being the best team in the Western Conference and get lottery picks, you're doing something right. They're doing something right. Let's look at the second half. The Thunder outscored us 74-55. We had the lead at the half. We're up 77-72. We had a 5-point lead, lost by 14. Well, what can I say? Jalen Williams, career high 41 points tonight. He was 15 of 24 from the field, hit all seven of his free throws, 4 of 8 from three. Also had 6 boards and 7 assists. No turnovers. He scored 41 points and didn't turn over the ball once. That is some darn good basketball. Isaiah Hartenstein had 10 points and 11 boards and 6 assists. SGA with 31 points and 8 assists. Luguentz Dort was ejected from the game. He had 9 points. Cason Wallace with 19. For the bench for the Thunder, there's going to be a lot of guys. The other Jalen Williams with 2. Dylan Jones with 0. Bozeman Jang with 7. Henrik Williams also got ejected. He had 0. Alex Caruso with 10. Aaron Wiggins with 17. Wow, he's big off the bench. And Alex Dukas. Oh, that's the dude I didn't recognize. Number 88. He had 0. The Thunder for the game shot 55, 43, 85. They turned the ball over only 7 times. The Spurs turned the ball over 12 times and shot 56, 42, 75. They missed all of their 3-point attempts in the third quarter. So their hot shooting just dropped in the second half. Harrison Barnes finished with 14 points. Bismack Biyombo with 2 points. Chris Paul with 6 points and 6 assists. De'Aaron Fox with 20 points. Still struggling from 3, though. He was 2 of 8. And Devin Vassell, 15 points, 5 assists. 7 of 16 from the field, which isn't horrible, but 1 of 7 from 3. So Devin was 6 of 9 from 2-point line, which I said his 2-point shooting has been improving. But 1 of 7 from 3. His 3-point shooting has disappeared. We have a lot of guys playing off the bench. Mama with 5, Julian Champagny with 8 points, but he was also ejected in the game. Jeremy Sohan finished with 17 points, 4 boards, 4 assists. He was 7 of 9 from the field. Nice game for Jeremy. Kellen Johnson, Kellen Johnson was in foul trouble. Kellen didn't have a great game. He only had 7 points. He only took 5 shots. He was 3 of 5 from the field and 1 of 2 from 3, so he was efficient. He had 7 points, 6 rebounds. He had 5 assists. And he was actually +2 when he was on the court. But yeah, had an off game. Jordan McLaughlin played tonight. He had 3 points. Duke Jr. with 0. Malachi Branham, 3 points. Blake Wesley with 0. And he's last on these. Castle in 32 minutes, 12 of 21 from field, 4 of 10 from 3. Brain Assault with the 3-point shooting. 2 of them were end of quarter, half court shots that weren't even close. Still counts as a shot, which sucks. He was 4 of 7 from the line, though. If he hits one more free throw, he ties his career high. He had 8 rebounds? He had 8 rebounds, 4 offensive rebounds on top of that. 3 assists, did turn the ball over 4 times, so got a little loose with the ball. But he did have 32 points. Definitely a step in the right direction for him. And he's getting the minutes. He played 32 minutes. I think that's 2 games in a row Steph played 32 minutes. So, this is a tough loss, but we lost by 14, but it was close until the fourth quarter. close into the fourth quarter against the best team in the Western Conference on a back-to-back. That's it could have been worse, guys. I mean, a win would have been a nice. Oh, I was gonna look at the standings. Yeah, JC. I don't. I didn't like the lineup at the end. The lineup was four guards and Sohan. That did not do us any favors. That did not do us any favors at all. I wanted to check the standings though before I called them tonight. Let's see where we're at. Well, that's kind of important, right? I mean, we're focused on where we finish. That's huge, huge. All right, we're just gonna go to the league standings since we've been talking about it tonight. All right, so the Washington Wizards are the worst team in the NBA, and that's going to stay that way. I don't see them leaving the basement. They have 11 wins. They're stuck there. They suck. The Hornets are the second worst team. They have 14 wins. The Jazz 15, the Pelicans 16, the Raptors 19. As we move up in the stand, stop moving around here. So, there we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Nets are now six at 21 and 39. The 76ers are a half game better than them. They are 21 and 38. So the Sixers right now are the seventh worst team. Of course, if the Sixers move up in the top four in the lottery, the Thunder don't get that pick. If the Sixers stay at seven, the Thunder would get that pick. Yeah, I think actually said the Thunder to get a top four pick. The Thunder can't get their top six pick if the Sixers finish there. The Bulls are 24 and 37. The Spurs are, does this count this loss? It does. The Spurs are 25 and 34. The Blazers are 27 and 34. So right now we're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're in the ninth spot. The Bulls are 24 and 37. We're 25 and 34. I think we're probably going to stay in the ninth spot. The Atlanta Hawks have, where are the Hawks gone? Oh, there they are. The Hawks are 11th at 27 and 33. Phoenix is right there at 20 and 32. The Magic aren't too far behind at 29 and 33. Hawks are probably going to finish somewhere between 10 and 12. They'll make the play-in in the Eastern Conference. They need to lose the play-in so we get the lottery pick, whether we keep it or trade it. And I am going to call that game, for the record, just a cheap plug for future TSR. That Hawks playing game, I'm 100% million calling that. It's the worst. Yeah, you know what? This is the worst version of Castle we're going to see. Castle's a rookie. Wemby's a rookie, and he was making more turnovers than this year. Castle, yeah, yep, yep. That's one thing we got to remember. Castle's turning the ball a little bit over here and there. He's making mistakes. This is the worst version of Stefan Castle right now. This is his rookie season. He's gone over 30 a couple times. He's allowed a lot of 20-point games. He's had some good shooting nights. Tonight was a good, mostly shooting night. If you take away the two and a quarter threes, and if he had been a little better at the line, this is the worst version of him. And he seems like he's got a good work ethic, so I think he's going to be even better. Plus, he's going to have been in the system for a year. I think the kid has a high ceiling as an offensive and defensive player. Wemby, we know how good he can be. He just needs to come back healthy. We've got two good building blocks. We've got a former All-Star and a clutch player in De'Aaron Fox. Sohan looks like he's going to be the glue guy. If the three-point shooting comes around, it needs to come around for Castle. We can't have Fox, Castle, and Sohan all shooting sub 30%ish. Wemby, Sohan, Castle, Fox, which would give us a good defensive team. Fox led the league in steals one year, didn't he? Sohan, we know, is a good defender. Wemby's a defensive player. Would be defensive player there if he wasn't injured. Castle showing he could be a good defender. We can draft a 3 and D guy. Ford, which is why Cooper Flag seems like the guy, right? It just makes sense. Boom, starting lineup is set. Is VJ Income a guard or is he a small forward? He's a wing, isn't he? Yes, March Madness is going to change a lot of things too. Burn hybrid, you would make Miss TS, you just made Miss TSR happy, I'm sure. I want Leah McNeely. I mean, that's who she wants. She's a UConn fan. He's not going with our first pick, but maybe our second pick. But we need shooting, we need a big, and we need another forward. That's three spots, so we're gonna have to take the best player available at one of those spots. I mean, I know Cooper Flag and Lee McNeely would make a lot of people happy because the UConn fans that are here on the channel, that the small percentage of them be happy McNeely's a Spur. Obviously, Cooper would be amazing, but that doesn't solve the issue with the backup big. Charles Bassey is not reliable. I would move on from Charles this year. Diamo's a backup I would probably be okay with having a vet backup for year two, but I think we need a better backup big. I don't know what Brian Wright's gonna do. You know what Brian Wright's gonna do? He's gonna draft a guard and piss us all off. You can draft the guard. You watch. You can draft the guard. It's been fun, guys. Good day, Jobskis. Thanks for stopping in. It's been fun. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. A tough loss, but we hung with them. Yeah, I'm not terribly upset about this one. Again, best team in the Western Conference on a back-to-back, and we hung in there until the fourth quarter. Nice game by Castle, and McNeely's really inconsistent. You know what's it's gonna be March Madness. Yep, yep. We got to see March Madness, and then we'll figure out if that's a player we'd want or not. I got to call it a game, guys. We'll be back Tuesday night for the Nets. That's a winnable game. So on behalf of myself, Baby Yodi, Lil Mikey, Headman Grogu, and Googly Eye Timmy, what you gonna do? What TSR Sports runs wild on you? Go Spurs, go!